up, y'all? Make sure the sound is good. Sound is good. I'm going to turn it up a little bit more. We are here back with another video. Oh my God. Oh my God. Back with another video. Man. Oh man. Let me first say this. You guys, starting out with doing WileyTheTroll.com, I did not think it was going to show such an impact so early. So I'm writing these stories or whatever. I'm already getting DMs. Take it down. Take that post down. I'm like, girl, no. It was one particular person, Maniac, or was it Maniac? Maniac? Yeah, Maniac from Bingo. He go live, expose Jason Lee. I wrote an article about it. He in my DM said, take it down. And I'm like, bruh. Okay, hold on. Let me tell you what I said on WileyTheTroll.com. Respond to him. So this is what I said to him. Okay? I said this. About that too much controversial. That's what you do. Don't worry about that at all. You were cussing and all that good stuff. My producer sent me over the stuff that you were saying. So it's all public record that is out there that you said. So I don't understand why you want me to take it down, but I will take it down if I get a 10-minute interview with you, and I take it down. All right. If I get a 10-minute, interview, then I take it down. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, y'all talk all this mess, dragging people for filth, throwing out allegations for filth, then I write a post about it, and then, wow, here you go, telling me to take something down. So, we put it on the article or whatever because we got ads that's going to be coming on there and everything, blah, blah, blah. And so, but I'm already putting out stories. I can't wait for the writers. Who cares if I can't hardly, if there's grammatical errors, don't worry about that. Just get the T. Until we get some more writers, but I'm just putting them out there. I'm just putting it out there as I can, just putting them out there as I can to get the people in there. We have already not even noon, and we have already had. Let me see how many visitors we had because it's not even 12 o'clock, and we have already had because it's like a threshold that you want to reach. We have already had 1,188 people that viewed the site, and we had 722 people that visited today. All right. So we're trying to get that number at 2,000, 3,000 visitors. So I have to pump out the content. So that's why people say, oh, I'm going to email you, because you got to be on it. You know what I'm saying? I reached out to a couple of interns that work for other companies. I'm like, hey, we paying people 5 posts a day, $100 a week. Can you do it? Monday through Friday. Okay. Can you do it? All right. Okay. That's on a trial basis. Then it goes up. If you do 10 posts a day, then we go up the price. So I said, here we go. And I was like, let me go ahead and put it up out there because I can't wait. Like, I'm just doing it myself. I can't wait for people. I got to do it myself. So I said, let me put this stuff out, pumping out these stories, because that's how you get the people to come on to your site. So I appreciate my audience in the end. It's going to be great. I do predict that the website is going to do better than the YouTube channel. And I think the YouTube channel is going to really do good in the next year or two, really blockbuster thing. But I think that website is going to help the YouTube because that's another, wing or another section of the business. So I do believe that. But I'm on. My day literally starts Monday through Friday. My day starts about 5 or 6 o'clock. I get up, I shower, listen to gospel music. So it starts like that. Then we have another writer. She starts as well. She have already started. So you got to text her, and she putting out stories. So it was like to the point, like we was putting out the same, like the Cash App situation. She was coming out, and she put out the same story. But I forgot to tell her, like, hey, I put out that already. But she have already doing it. So, it's just 2 of us right now. It's a 2 team. It's me and her. So it's just us right now. And so we want to add on to the team. So, but right now I need somebody to really be here in the morning, in the afternoon, and pumping out stories, juicy stories. You got to be a troll. And I gotta have people like a troll. Like, what's a juicy title to get people to view it? I am a troll. So my brand is trolling. That is my brand. So you gotta have a juicy title to catch the people. So as you notice, like my titles are juicy. Like, oh my gosh, let me click. Oh, when did he say that? I'm already getting the people mad when it comes to stuff like that. I just got Dennis from the Skorpion Show. 2 of his friends reached out to me, dragging me for filth. And I'm like this. I pull up. I pull up already. Like 2 people have all like already, responded and upset about what I posted because it was some situation that was going on here about, the Skorpion Show, right? The Skorpion Show, he came out and he was exposing, being mad at his viewers for not paying the $5. And so he went live. On Instagram and said this. I'm going to read it to you all because he posted it on his IG. And he was like really upset that people were coming at him for paying the $5 on Patreon. He charging his subscribers $5. And so this is what Kevin had to say. He said this, quote, "I never abandoned YouTube. Did you ever think that YouTube abandoned us? I've been loyal to that platform for 14 years. If you think $5 is too much, keep it to yourself. I refuse to argue about our decision anymore. There are many others who do what they want, do what we do. You will always have a choice. I say this with love." And so people in the comments were saying that I don't think it's great that you're doing this because you are not consistent. Why are you charging? You're not consistent. So I made an article and I titled it, "The Skorpion Show host Kevin drag his viewers for not paying for his content." So 2 of Kevin's friends, you had Dennis responded and you got another boy that responded, Malik. These are close friends of Kevin. And he's sending these people my way. And I'm like, Kevin, if you got time to send people my way, you are more than welcome to come on the show to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand that, at all. When people are coming at me in this type of situation, I don't understand it. I just do my job and I do it well because I got the girls talking. And this is literally without a big staff of people. Like this is just me and one other writer. So, and already they getting this together. So I'm gonna see, it just really is something, man. It's just really something. I'm like already this morning. I got my little morning cup here. And I'm like, they are already upset. They already in their feelings. They already in their feelings when it comes to stuff like this. It just doesn't feel right when it comes to stuff like that. Hey, then is this Wiley? Who is this Malik person coming in my comments? I don't follow him. He don't follow me. But what's his issue? Like, you could tell him to hit the link and I send him a link. He can come on the show. But what's his issue? I'm doing my radio show. I do my show or whatever. Kevin had something to say. I disagreed with what he said. And I didn't disagree, but I did a write-up of what he said. But if he got an issue, he can hit the link. You know what I'm saying? Because you pulled up. I respect you, brother, because you pulled up and you hit the link like a man. So tell Malik, hit the link. I don't know who he is. Is that Kevin's ex-boyfriend? Like, who is he? Who is he? Is that Mikhail's boyfriend? Let me know. Okay, because I'm like, what's going on here? Like, why are you coming at me the way that you're coming at me? I'm just not understanding. Already the people in Dallas just upset at me. They just really upset. Like, oh my gosh, the nasty comments they just posted on social media is just ridiculous. I mean, the nasty comments, they were releasing old videos, pictures of me. I'm like, releasing a library clip, and they noticed that it ain't getting no response. You're not going to get a reaction because, girl, I've been doing this for years. Most people have talked about the library situation, so that doesn't bother me at all. But we are here. What up, y'all? This live is brought to you by www.wileythetroll.com. Also, too, we also want to say if you sign up right now for Instacart, you can get, I believe they're doing a special right now. If you sign up, give me a second. I'm going to share my Instacart information. So if you want to sign up, I believe they're doing something for that. So give me a second. I'm going to post that as well. So we are just showing love here. And give me a second. I'm going to make sure we do that. I'm going to post that in there. So if you want to join, I believe they were doing something on there. I'm going to invite you under my code so you can definitely get it. So you get $30 if you sign up as a new account. Friends, you get up to $30 off on your first order. So I'm going to post that in there as well. Because I've been talking to Instacart or whatever. So if you join today, you can get up to $30 off your first order. So you can just click on the link and you can get $30 off your first order on Instacart. Now, also make sure if you come in on the site to please leave a comment. It's so good when you leave comments on the site. So if you have not left a comment, please go there now. Go watch it, click it, save it to your favorites. When you save it to your favorites, make sure make sure you share it and also save it to your favorites. Follow me on Instagram or on Facebook, so you can share the articles on your Facebook wall so everybody will know. Okay, share. I had to block somebody today. Yes, let's talk about it. So I had to block. How do you just get tired of people in your DM? And one person kept saying I was a flip-flopper. And this person was a long-time supporter of the Wiley Show, but just got tired of them coming in my DMs and stuff like that. You will be blocked. Do not reach out to me in the DM with no foolishness. If you ain't dropping no tea, if you ain't dropping no tea, you will be blocked. And another thing y'all keep sending me, let me drink to that, okay? Y'all keep sending me stuff of Tasha K. Stop sending me stuff unless it's something that we don't know. If she live on YouTube, I already see it. So stop sending it to me or you'll be blocked. All right? So on my Instagram, this is on notice. Do not send me stuff about Tasha K videos because I've already seen it. I'm subscribed. It's in my other. You send it again, unless you'll be blocked. Okay? All right? All right? You'll be blocked. And that's starting today. So if you're in the DM about Tasha, one more thing about that, you will be blocked immediately. Peaches don't even do that. And Peaches is a huge supporter of Tasha. She never sent me anything about Tasha K. Y'all just, Tasha, you will be block over there. Okay? All right? Unless you got some tea that the public don't know, yeah, you can send me that. But stop sending me stuff over there, over there in my DM about Tasha. You'll be blocked. Stop sending me stuff about YouTubers that ain't got no subscribers. You'll be blocked. Stop sending it to me. Okay? So, as you notice, some of y'all have already noticed, because I've been blocked about 10 people last night. You have already noticed that you've been blocked because you keep sending me stupid stuff. All right? I'm not beefing with no YouTuber with 10 subscribers. Not happening. You'll be blocked. All right? You have to, I understand my power. The only YouTubers that I've talked about, they have big influence, big reach. I do not talk about people that have less followers than me. I ain't stupid. I've never done that. The people that I've talked about, they're bigger than me. So they will be discussed. So you will be blocked. I'm telling you right now. So you reach out in that type of situation, you will be blockety block on my IG. Now on YouTube, as long as you don't name drop in the live chat, you good to go. And using cuss word, you good to go. But if you in that DM sending that, I'll block you in a second. Okay? All right? In my DM. Now, I don't mind you in the comments calling me a flip-flopper or whatever. That's you. But in my private DM, that is only for tea spillers, that you're spilling tea. I don't want to know about your personal problems. I can give a darn about it. Unless you're paying. Because that take up time. This is a new Wiley. Stop telling me stuff about your personal problems unless you're paying me to counsel you. Okay? And we'll pray for you. All right? But don't be in there all that type of stuff. You will be blocked. Unless you are paying me, unless you're a close friend of mine, you know what I'm saying? Them DMs are only open. I got to give space for the tea spillers. You'll be in that DM, all that type of stuff. I will block you. Unless you got a coin and you want me to counsel you, okay? Unless you got a coin And then I cancel, and I'll give you a free prayer. You can join. We have a prayer conference call that's going to start. So we working on that now, and you join that prayer call. All right. But other stuff about Tasha, you will be blocked. That ain't no tea. That stuff she already posted. Tea is you find that man that she got stashed away. That's some tea. But posting YouTube stuff, that ain't no tea. Please. So I need new tea spillers that's spilling tea. And shout out to the new ones, because they sending me good stuff for the website. All you old ones that sending me all that trash, you'll be blocked. So you better work on your tea game, because some of y'all tea stuck in the 80s. So I need new tea, and we got some new ones. And I want them to be the first thing I see up in there. Okay? So don't you hear me at the same thing, you'll be blocked. Don't send me no videos about Armand Wiggins, about what he posted in his station. I will block you. I don't need to know nothing about it unless he's beefing with a celebrity and all that. Yes. But all that, giving me a rundown of what he said on station, I'm going to block you because it won't get reposted. I've done that. It's old news now. Okay? All right? So I need to run down. It's one person, all he do be send me stuff about Jason Lee, Hollywood Unlocked posts. I had to block him. I don't want to see it. Unless you got some tea of a young man that he didn't stash somewhere, slept with, send me that. But don't be sending me no Hollywood Unlocked posts. Because I know you ain't sharing my posts with these other people. Amen. Give me the same respect that you're giving these other people, because you ain't sending them my stuff. Okay? You ain't sending my stuff to these people. All right? In my emails, I had to block somebody. That's not for you to be in there complaining because you don't like the show. I had to cut somebody out. I said, go find another show. You ain't gonna never grow. Go find another show, blankety blank blank. That's why your kids is trash. Go find another show that appreciates you. Stop coming in my DM trying to tell me what to do and you ain't got no thriving business. Don't come in my DM being disrespectful. You be disrespectful to me in them emails, I'm going to be disrespectful too. If you think I'm trash, ain't going to never grow, keep it to yourself. Don't come in that email. That email is for tea spillers and business correspondent. If you got a grievances, take it to the Lord. Don't bring it to me. I don't want to hear it. Unless you're genuinely trying to help, and you're coming peacefully, intelligently, professionally, yes. But you being ignorant, you will be blockity block. And once I block you, I'm done with you. You better ask Miss Barbara. I block her. I got her blocked now. And then when I bring her back, I can bring her back. And she ain't ready. I got her blocked, put her in timeout, and then I bring her back until she learn a lesson. Okay? They said, Wiley getting mean. Yes, I am getting mean. It's about demanding respect. All right? So that's the thing is. So I'm being clear with you on that. All right? Because y'all come over here and tell me y'all don't tell these other bloggers nothing. No, you don't. You get cussed out. And I cuss people out too. Kids, grannies, and everybody. So don't hit up me in that DM. And then another thing, y'all be trying to give me suggestions. Wiley do this. Wiley do that. We have done it all. Are you supporting the shift and the change? Okay. We got the camera, consistent with the content, and a thriving website. So we're doing it. We're doing it over here. We're doing it over here. You're going to see more people follow our formula. Who gives a darn? And then y'all going to say, if you're not afraid, y'all going to say, oh, they following Wiley's strategy. You're going to say that. Okay? All right? That's how it is. Wiley have multiple personalities. It's okay. He'll be acting, won't be acting like, no, I will. This is the respect. I've been doing this. Y'all just hearing it publicly. I've been blocking people. I've been cussing people out on station here. Y'all just hearing it on YouTube. And see, some of y'all are mad because y'all can't just disrespect me anymore on YouTube. Yeah. All right? And they mad because they can't disrespect me because they know they don't notice. And that person that said that, they be one of the ones that be trying to be disrespectful, and they can't do it no more because they know they get blocked. Because you can't do it over these other outlets. Oh, yeah, I said it. You can't do it because they'll cuss you out and block you. I know one particular YouTuber. They gave money. This is a moderator that worked on a YouTube channel. If y'all worked on this YouTube channel, we're messy with this particular YouTuber, right? Emailed, came over to my show, was a fan, being messy, and what messed him up, he emailed this particular blogger about me, knowing that this blogger got me blocked, knowing this blogger don't talk about me on his YouTube channel, and he removed him as a moderator. So I was smart. I knew this particular moderator was very messy, but he was a giver. At that time, I'm going to take the coin. He helped me with the laptop. He started bringing money and all that type of stuff. Then he started to get more messy. Start telling people stuff in other chats, getting me in beefs that ain't got nothing to do with me. Then I had to get rid of him. And then he stopped coming in the chats because he's messy. He's really messy. He's a good giver. Yes, he got money. He can give, but he's too messy. And I remember one time, this particular person got in a beef with an older lady. The first phone call she made to me was me. This woman called me, and some of y'all know because y'all day one supporters. She called me in the morning. I haven't even washed my butt, went on the toilet, nothing. Here she go. I don't understand. Your moderator said this, and she started sending me DMs about how he was talking to her, sending her pictures of his children. She sending them pictures, and then he started to try to drag her, and then she brought it all to me. Okay? She brought it all to me about the man, and then he was talking to her about me and saying all these different things about how he bought me a laptop only. He didn't buy it only. He was one of the givers and just doing that line. And that lady told it all. Because when you be messy as a moderator, they're going to come back to me and tell me. They're going to tell me. They're going to get mad and they're going to tell you. Okay? They're gonna call in and they're gonna and I had to rebuke that lady. And the reason why I rebuked her in love, I said, first of all, woman, number one, where you made a mistake is calling me in the morning before I had my coffee and my breakfast. Number two, you too grown and old to be talking to a young man in his 30s. I said, do you want to sleep with him? I said, do you want to sleep with him? He don't like women. He like men. Why you sending them stuff and getting on in the DM like that? Go get you a straight man. He don't want you. You're too messy and too old. And I rebuked her. Because you calling me early in the morning with mess and didn't even give me a donation. So I'm going to rebuke you. I'm going to rebuke you sharply. And so I rebuked her publicly, and she went on her happy way. And she started to cry. I don't care you crying. You wasn't crying when you was being old and messy. You ain't chill because you old. You come here being messy with, I'm going to get you together. Now, I understand if you young and messy. When you get to your 65, 70, you got to have a different type of change about yourself. Don't get rebuked calling me with some mess and don't even hit a donation. Now, you can bring all the mess all day with a $1,500 donation. But hitting me up in the morning time with mess and you ain't even give $1, I'm going to rebuke you. Okay? They keep asking me what other moderators are at, where Deborah is at. Deborah don't want, and I'm not talking about Deborah. Y'all just don't. Oh, Lord. She not coming, but since y'all mention her, she's not coming over here. She watches. She don't come in here because she said the moderators don't like her. And she also said because I talk about Larry Reed. I said, I don't care. This is me. You know who I was from day one. The moderators, they don't like me, and you talk about Larry Reed. Well, you support a person that be cussing me out, and you be right over there. I can't feel sorry for you, and you over there cheesing, laughing when I'm getting cussed out and dragged. They just don't like me over there. I don't have no control over that. You're supposed to be watching Wiley. You should be saying, oh, that's about me. I'm like, what you mean? They said, what about you, a grown woman? Are we worried about a troll in the chat getting you in your feelings? What the world I look like? I'm getting upset for what somebody say to me in a chat with you don't even see their face. Please. People talk about me daily in the chat. Who cares? They talked about Jesus. They crucified Jesus. And you worried about a person that's thousands of miles away from you? Get somewhere and sit down. That's foolishness. Your moderators, they too strong. Well, don't worry about it. Because they've been here before you was here. You know you don't supposed to be cussing in the chat. You know you don't supposed to be name dropping in the chat. You know the rules and regulations. If you get removed, that's your fault. Stay in the bushes. But I'm not removing no moderators. No, I ain't removing not one of them. That's their job. They in the chat. They faithful. Been here a long time. They know my personality. They know how I operate. They know how I move. Get with the program or leave. Don't worry about that. Go to another show and do that and watch you get blocked over there. Can't even mention my name. Try it and watch they cuss you out and block you. You wish you had the ear like you got it over here at the Wiley Show. You can't call these other bloggers talk about your problems. They ain't gonna answer your phone. You think you can get on the phone with a blogger 2, 3 something in the morning about your issues, which I have done, people crying in the hospital, praying for people. You think you can do that on any of these other shows? No, you ain't gonna be able to do it. You ain't even gonna have, you're not even gonna got that, you ain't even got their number. Another woman was going through it in a domestic situation. She called me. You can't do that in no other chat. Nobody. You ain't even got their number. It was one foolish woman, Miss Barbara, just as foolish as she could be. She defended CTV, a brother that we helped grow his platform, because Larry didn't do it. We talking about Conscious TV. We helped grow his platform, introduce him to my audience. He grown and everything like that. He getting his feelings because Larry was coming over here, donating, getting on the phone with me. He got jealous. Got his feelings. Stop. He stopped calling me. Got jealous. Jealous because Larry Reed was talking to me and coming on the show. That brother got in his feelings about that. Jealousy ate him up. And then he got mad because he think I'm slow. He was talking about Tasha K. Let me tell you, expose this today. Oh, yes, we talking about it today. He was defending Tasha K. Telling me that Tasha K, don't burn that bridge. Tasha K is great. He getting all the clicks and views just doing that for clout. Talking about how great she is. Don't burn no bridge. Then he get cussed out and blocked. He started calling her bees, everything else in the book, and got upset with me because I exposed it. Then another thing is switched up on her. He got 40-some thousand subscribers. He turned against Wiley. Didn't say Wiley name. Start dissing the Wiley Show. All because he grew and because he thought that got under my skin. But you may have 40-some thousand, but you ain't got a Brother Wiley personality. You cuss everybody out, but you don't mention Brother Wiley name. Because I can play all the old videos of you lusting after me, saying you want to sleep with me. Send me plane tickets. I refuse your advances. And if I refuse you, you know you're weird. If I say no, you weird. Came over here, baby daddy, when you coming? And when we gonna sleep together? Never in a day. You too scary looking. You a witch. You into witchcraft. I ain't sleeping with you. Then I'm going to be out there chatting and witches and warlords and out here drinking blood and drinking fingernails. I don't want to sleep with you, sir. You good people, but you ain't that good for me to sleep with you. You a witch. I don't want you. You demonic. You don't believe in Jesus Christ. So no, I won't give you this body. No, I won't give you these inches. No, I won't give you a kiss. You don't believe in the Lord of Lords, so you a vampire. Said no. So, Larry, are we talking about it today? Because we ain't afraid to say these people's name. Larry Reed got exposed of being a predator, but Larry wanted to say Brother Wiley name. Because he wanted to get clear of what he said. Couldn't even say it. Oh, don't say no name. Don't say no names over here. Don't say no names. Storm did the same thing. Got scared. Didn't want to say my name. These are phony, fake people that been on the phone gossiping, laughing, helped them, encouraged them, and they turn. That's all right. Let them do them. So, Conscious, a brother that we brought on, 2 man and a lady, because he asked to be on the show. We offered because he asked me. I would like to be on 2 in a lady. I'm entertaining. I come on time, baby daddy. Baby daddy, pick me. Pick me. Because T.S. Madison didn't book him. So we brought him up. Come on, brothers, to 2 man and a lady. You talented. Come on, brother. Everything out his mouth. Flirting with me. Want to sleep with me. And then got the audacity to deep. I wasn't so ugly and weird. You wanted to say my name if I would have climbed on your back. But I said no. I don't want to sleep with you. You're weird. And you so weird, Larry Reed don't even want to deal with you. Yes, I'm talking about it. Larry don't know any break. You ain't with them preachers sitting down eating strips and lobster with them preachers. He ain't bringing you. You too weird. You ain't sitting down with Bishop Bernard Jordan and eating lobster when he have his birthday party with Samarco and them. You ain't there. And then, let me tell you, and see, God works in a mysterious way. You just be quiet and let God. The battle is not yours, it's the Lord. So, I don't know why I'm on this today, but we own it. So, Armand and Storm did a show. Conscious got in his feelings, start crying. Oh, gosh. You went over there and I'm so dead all this defending. Crying because he didn't get invited. So, he started to expose, and then Armand had to clap back at Conscious. He was crying because he didn't get invited. And if Conscious would have called me, I would have told he ain't inviting you. Armand didn't want you there, neither did Storm. But these same people will use you. Come on your platform, pretend like they like, especially Storm. I respect Armand more because I know who he is. He put it on the table. But Storm is a type of brother that will laugh in your face and then deny you like you trash. He's one of them type of people. Very secretive, very sneaky, and he's very manipulative. Because he should have told Armand and Larry, no, brother, we bringing Conscious. I'm always on this platform, so we bringing him in the apartment. Didn't bring him. So Conscious had to sit there in that apartment and watch Larry get with Armand and Storm, and he got mad, started crying. And so he didn't get invited. Because they don't care nothing about you. Neither does Larry Reed. So, Conscious came out and said what he said. People started posting Wiley name. He was dissing Wiley. And people ain't slow. They know you talking about Wiley. People ain't dumb. Don't try to play with people's intelligence. So they said, are you talking about Wiley? And they started blocking. Because he think I want to stop him from growing. I said, look at this phony man. And then shortly after that, Larry teamed up with Armand and Storm. You did all that hating on Brother Wiley, and your own mentor wanted to show more love to Wiley than the man that's doing all that spewing and supporting him. And he get mad. Got mad at Brother Wiley. Put him in a nice hotel. He put Armand in a nice hotel. Flew him to Atlanta. Didn't do that for Conscious. Didn't do it at all. Now, I mean, I'm content because I know who I am. I don't need a Larry Reed validation. I don't need a friend, all these friendship. I'm myself, and I'm still sleeping good at night. You, sir, Conscious, was crying, upset, looking like a plump fool. Start cussing out Chelsea. Start cussing out Tasha K for filth. But you said that out of your mouth and called me and said, you should stick with Tasha. Don't burn no bridges. Pretending like you for me. Did that for clout. Use my story and my situation for clout. Got your numbers up and you change. Good. Because I saw your two colors. It came out. And I'm still me, still beautiful, still successful. And I still did not give you this nice ping that you wanted. You wanted some pictures. Got the text messages. You wanted pictures and videos. I never sent you none of that. You send me pictures of yourself. I wasn't interested. Wasn't interested on them blocks on there. I wasn't interested. Unsolicited pictures. I didn't want none of them pictures that you sent me. I didn't want them pictures and videos. I don't want to see that you playing with yourself. I don't want to see it. I'm not interested. And I'm like, and I never responded. It was always, come on, two man and a lady. I'm not interested. If I was interested, I tell you, but I wasn't interested in you. Dark rooms and all that weird stuff. No, I don't want that. Don't make no sense. And he got mad at Chelsea because Tasha said, get him off the air. Get him off the air. Take him down. Drop him right now. And what did she do? She dropped him like a bad habit. Because he thought, well, she get on the phone and she be crying to me. She ain't gonna never do that. Tasha gave her an order. And we're gonna re-air that on the website. Drop him down right now. End the call. And they ended it. He got in his feelings. He was shocked and hurt and embarrassed. I never, ever, ever got that embarrassed like he did. Drop him right now. And did all that to a woman that was crying, a woman that was weeping to him. And she dropped him like a bad habit. And then you didn't want to say Brother Wiley name. And you can't respond because you don't want to give Wiley no clout. So just sit there in the bushes and don't respond. But your people hear what I'm talking about. They watch it because we got the same subscribers, the same viewers. You may have more subscribers, yes, but the viewership is the same amount of viewership. Because in order for you to get blockbuster ratings, you have to ride on the coattails of Larry Reid. But Larry don't need you anymore because he think ain't nobody talking about them allegations no more. I don't need him. So he ain't over there no more dropping in the link in that bedroom with all them demonic statues. So just sit there and don't talk about it. And then if you do respond, the people is conscious and open enough to know you talking about Brother Wiley. You weak. You supposed to be so intelligent. You about that life. You drag black women, but you can't drag Wiley because you're a scary man. Real man put an address on it. Scary man don't want to say name. You a coward. Because if you have the conscience enough to speak about other people and drag other people, have that for Brother Wiley. You're too scary for that. Because you know I have the receipts of you sending me text messages trying to sleep with me. And it's proof that when you was a 2-minute lady, calling me baby daddy, flirting with me. Yes, you did that. And I always said, no, not interested. Get someone sit on down somewhere. Then we brought Miss Barbara. I did it on purpose. Brought her on the show on purpose. Uplift her on purpose just to get under your skin. Then she went over there. She got dragged. Because I knew she's going to be a good test dummy. I'm going to butter her up. Come on here, Miss Barbara. Get on the phone with her. She got to talking. Oh, I don't got conscious number like yours, Wiley. I don't know why he won't give it. Oh, really? You can always call me, Miss Barbara. Always can call me. I did it on purpose. On purpose, get on camera. You could be on 2-Man and Lady. On purpose, never was going to bring on 2-Man and Lady. But I'm just going to use her. And she was a good test dummy. Came up on here, started exposing other people's names, getting in beef, she getting dragged. And they stopped bringing her on the platform. Okay? I brought her here on purpose. Promoted her on purpose. So when they see Miss Barbara, they see Brother Wiley. When they see Miss Barbara hit that link, oh, she from the Wiley Show. So Conscious stopped bringing her. And she spilled some tea about Conscious. Said she don't agree with the lifestyle. She don't agree with that lifestyle. He done got to them, and she's very homophobic. It didn't make me no difference. I'm going to sit there and talk to this lady that's, I'm going to use her and play her like a puppet. And she trashed Conscious, trashed her. And I said, I'm going to keep that. Brought Miss Barbara on the show. Brought her on camera. Woman came on camera. That's the effect I have on because she got a real man. I know how to talk to women to make them change for the better. Only a real man could do that. And I did it virtually. So the sister came on, put on her best makeup. I got on the phone. I told her, put on some best makeup. Get some good lighting. Are you sure, brother? You sure while you are? I said, get on camera. The people need to see you. You're beautiful. You're awesome. You're talented. They need to see your face. Oh, my God. Oh, don't say that to me, Wiley. Really? Is I'm beautiful? Yes, man. You are beautiful. Come on, camera. Let the world see you. Come on. Oh, my gosh, you're beautiful. I said, turn the camera on. I said, oh, my gosh, you're so beautiful. The next day, she on camera. Next day, she on camera. Every day, she on camera. Showing herself. I said, get you a platform. Talk about me. Drag me. Are you sure, brother? Come on. And she dolled up beautiful. And she's unhinged, and I love it. I work good with unhinged people. So don't say the name. It's good entertainment. brought on the platform. I sent her videos of a series that somebody did about me, sent it to her. I said, you know, I was accused of this. You know, he sent me. I sent it all to her because I knew she was going to take the bait. And I said, it's going to be some good TV. And I said, what you said about conscience? She said, don't lie me, Brother Wiley. You're a liar. You're such a liar. Started doing all that. Got ignorant. Good TV. Y'all entertained. Don't you lie on me. You're a liar. You're a liar. Ignorant. I'm just playing with her. Playing with her live on camera. And then she called me. I said, if I were you, I would go to Conscious and tell them, can you call him? I'll give you the number. And everything. I ain't giving the number. I'll give you the number. I think you need to call him. I think you need to talk to him. She was like, give me his number right now. I said, oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Barbara. I can't find him. My phone down. Never gave her anything. I said, I'm going to call you back. Never called her back. So she came on the platform. So that's what we did. And I just did it strategically. Ain't too many people got to do that. I did it. So Miss Barbara came on. And yes, so conscious. Very ignorant. Don't want to say Wiley's name. Ignorant. Got all the pictures of his butt. Chest meat. That rod he got. It ain't bigger than mine. You did all that. And didn't get invited to the popular kid. You did all that jumping sides, dissing me, Brother Wiley, with the cock eye. And the popular kids, Storm, Armand, and Larry, didn't invite you to the party. And I'm looking like, look at this girl, look at him. He didn't get invited. I'm rejoicing. I'm rejoicing you didn't get invited. You was at home just like Wiley, gotta watch it from your television screen, upset and angry, embarrassed. Larry embarrassed you. Wow. Brought Armand and Storm and didn't bring you. I was rejoicing because I knew when you went live, you was going to be, couldn't even go live for a long time. Ended his live early. I said, good. Did all that trolling, all that uplifting and got pooped on. Live on camera. Live on camera, you got embarrassed. They said, they didn't bring Conscious. What? They didn't bring Conscious TV. They talking about Wiley. I got all that good publicity. Because Storm didn't say my name, and I'm really good friends with Milagro Grams. So I go to the #1 radio show on Station Head. I knew she was going to do a review, and she dragged that conversation. And then one thing about Milagro, you could say whatever, but that honey girl going to have her facts together. She sat there and said, I don't know why Storm didn't say Wiley's name. Wiley, he's always over there at Wiley Show. Did multiple episodes with Wiley. This was trash. That episode with Armand and Larry is trash. Why would Larry sit there and talk about sex with two men and all? You got all these allegations. That ain't no good look. She trashed it. And I'm sitting there, yeah. I was enjoying it all. And Armand, they thought they was going to come out and do backflips, and it was trash. It didn't work. They thought it was going to be so blockbuster moment. It was garbage. Storm embarrassed himself. Armand embarrassed himself. And I heard on the grapevine, Armand regret doing it. Because then he embarrassed himself. Hugging somebody that's accused of a crime. And you hug, I love you so much, brother, for buying me that studio. I love you. You are kind. You are fun. You are important. Yeah, they're sitting there hugging him. And he ain't been the same since. Hugging him. And he regret doing the show. Well, you did it because you thought it was going to be a big moment. Didn't go nowhere. Didn't go nowhere. So listen, conscious, didn't go nowhere. Not a good look. Trash. Not a good look. And then Storm, because I told you about conscious. So Storm, we did a show, 2-Man Delay. This is why I got to be careful doing 2-Man Delay, because everybody I did it with flipped on me. Did 2-Man Delay with Storm. Storm came on the show. We paid Storm every time he came on 2-Man Delay. We paid him. He agreed to the payment. We paid him every time. He told me what Tasha said. So sweet and geeky like he is, he didn't supposed to tell me. He said, Wiley, I don't supposed to tell you this, but Tasha told me not to do the show anymore, to focus on my platform. And I'm going to focus on my acting. I said, brother, go ahead. Go and focus on your acting. Oh, you're going to win an Academy Award. Oh, don't worry about that, brother. I understand. That's your mentor. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. And I knew when I got on the phone, I said, he's so fake, weird, weak. Let a woman tell you what to do. Weak. So, got on the phone with him. And I said, he weak. And then he started coming on the Wiley Show, and he was very phony and fake. And then he blocked me then. Now, he stopped doing 2-Man Lady 2-3 years ago. What was that? That was before. It was about 3 years ago he did it. And he blocked me. He had me blocked for 3 years. And I kept it quiet for 3 years. Didn't say a word. And then one day, I started mentioning it. He got me blocked. Because I just want to expose how fake he was and phony. Because you got to do that with down low men. You gotta expose them. Came on the phone. Oh, Wiley, I ain't got you blocked. Oh, Wiley, I ain't got you blocked. I ain't got you blocked. I ain't got you blocked. Oh. Let me see it, my phone. Let me see. Hold on, Wiley. Hold on. And I'm just sitting there. Okay. I don't got you blocked, Wiley. I probably ain't got you blocked. Oh, I see the problem. I don't have you blocked. I have your name blocked. Said that there. I don't have you blocked. I have your name blocked. He did that 3 years ago. And see, I want to tell you to this sister that's saying this. You're not a content creator, sister. You're not a content creator. You're saying something, it was an honest mistake with an exclamation point, so that means you're yelling. Let me say something to you, sister. When you go in your studio, you have to type in Wiley. That's Wiley. That's 5 letters that you have to type up. So that ain't no honest mistake. You did that on purpose. Wiley. So, sister, you don't know what you're talking about. You want to defend Brother Storm because you think Storm gonna sleep with you. Let me tell you something, sister. He ain't gonna sleep with you. He don't want you unless you got what Brother Wiley got. He don't want you. So get out of the defender. You come out better flirting with me. He ain't gonna want that. Get someone to sit down. He don't want that at all. Anyway. So, just like so he said, I got your name. I got your name blocked. Name blocked. Fake phone. And he did not want to unblock. And we were donating because he did not want me to get the subscribers. Look at that enemy work. Didn't want to get those subscribers. Nope. Then we defended him so well. Oh, Wiley, I want to interview you. And I want to start. He called me. I want to start a new series and interview new YouTube creators. And I want to interview you. Would you like to come fly down to Atlanta? And I'll pay for the flight. I said, Brother Storm, no, I don't want to fly down. I will do it virtually. I declined to fly down or whatever because I decline. I do it virtually. So we did it virtually. The reason why we declined is I didn't want to be no fake person present in his house because then I don't want to leave that being fake and phony. I do it virtually. I don't want to be in your house or your apartment. You too fake. I don't want to sit in your couch and get that spirit of fakeness on me. So I said, no, we could do it virtually. No, You ain't about to use me for no clicks and views in person. We could talk about your family, and you can bring and all that type of stuff. You could bring your mother and all. Do you want to bring your grandmother? I said, no, they can't do it. They're too busy and everything like that. No, we can't do it. We could just do it virtually. Because he wanted to bring my whole entire family. He wanted to launch his career like Tasha, and I wasn't falling for the okie doke. You too phony and fake. Now, if you was real sincere, then maybe I would have brought all my family, my sisters and brothers, and we could have put on a show. It would have went viral. But I said no. I declined. Okay? We can do it virtually. Brother Storm is still watching us, as always. We could do it virtually. Did it virtually. I didn't bring my best. I withheld my personality. I was going to cry and everything. I withheld it. Yeah, this and this, my father. Blah, blah, blah. I withheld my personality. I'll just do it. I ain't going to give you my best because you too phony and fake. So now you ain't going to get my best. I'm just going to be there. Oh, yeah, yes, all that. Nah. You ain't going to get the Wiley special. You going to get a little of something. The 10% of Wiley. You ain't going to get the 100%. You too phony and fake. Because when I was there interviewing, I was blocked. My name was blocked. My people, they emailing me and texting me, Wiley, we can't say your name. Your name is blocked. I said, I knew it. And I'm pretending like, what? I didn't know what is going on. I'm acting dumb, just pretending like he is. I'm like, oh, girl, I didn't know. I don't know either. Really? Really? That he got me, but I don't know. Oh, I'm acting weird like everybody else, like he is. And so I said, okay, I'm going to let Storm finally know. I know the game you playing, brother. And I've been doing it for about 2, 3, 4, 5 years. You've been playing it. And so I exposed him. He ain't been the same since. And the kicker, he still watches the Wiley Show. The kicker, he's still watching. That's the kicker. I say stuff on purpose just to get a response. I came out strategically. Me and these voices, we did a meeting because I talked to the voices in my head. Yes, nigga, I talked to the voices in my head. I said, voices? They said, huh? And one of the voices said in the meeting, we had a conference meeting with my head, with my voices. And one of the voices said, why don't you say you want to hire a private investigator to find a man? I said, really? And all the voices agreed. Do that, Wiley. So I go live. And I said, I'm hiring a private investigator. One of the voices in my head say you doing it on the behalf of black women. And here I go. I'm doing it on the behalf of black women. I'm hiring a private investigator. And I just want to see, do he still watch me? So we go live. He go live. He responded with a beautiful woman, by the way. She good looking. And if she keep hitting them DMs, I'm going to fly them down there. And we're going to go out to a nice little lunch. He go live. He start responding. I say, he still watch me. He still watch me. He still watch me. He didn't fell for it. They keep saying that I'm an investigator. All that type of stuff. All that. Yeah. But what? That means confirms that you still watch me. And your people still watch me. And the chick that you sit there and talk to, she watches me too. She be DMing me. She said, Wiley, I love you, so entertaining and all that. She good looking. And he responded. Because I know how to, these people, I say stuff on purpose just to get a response. Okay? So, Brother Storm responded to us on his massive platform. And then he said, I'm going to get a restraining order. Go get it. And tell him I sent you. He ain't did none of that. Please. So he did that. And then we exposed the plot of what Tasha did to him. See, we exposed it. And that brother still watches us to this day. So all of that stuff, he still watches us. All of them do because we are entertaining. They all watch. And we're growing in numbers. But they all watch. We did the Netflix. They all got to look. Dang, he on the Netflix thing. all there. All the people that don't want to say the name, just sit there and continue not to say it and watch us continue to grow. All right? We get all this good publicity. Blessings on top of blessings. And we still Brother Wiley. And they still fake, phony, fake. And then Storm, he teamed up with Armand. Oh, we telling it. Armand got tired of getting dragged. They dragged him, talking about the quality, and then he went live, because I know Armand very well. I studied that man very well for decades. I know his personality. So he go live. That wasn't my quality. That's Storm. That wasn't me or whatever. And I ain't going to try to say nothing, but that was Storm or whatever. I can't really get into that, but you know, because mine's bad. Yeah. No, he had got dragged. He didn't like it. And so that's the whole understanding. And then one thing about Armand Wiggins, he gave me great advice. We took it all. And we act like we didn't want to hear him. But he just kept getting us advice. Because he the type of person, he ain't going to give you the advice and you call and give it. He never is that type of person. Armand, and he's watching too, he give advice when he upset. Okay, he go live. And see, I'm trying to help him. Where's my notebook? I want my other notebook. Where's it at? Okay, another example. I'm trying to help Wiley. You psycho, get your quality together. Stop just talking about YouTubers. Talk about celebrity guys, trending topics. How that? I'm just taking notes. Get your quality together. So, we working on it. Got it together. Can't say that no more. That's off the list. Move and shake, do things. Start doing things. And he stopped because we started to listen to her. So he had to stop giving me advice. He stopped doing it because I start to really list all them ideas he would give it. So he stopped doing it. He stopped giving advice. He stopped giving advice. He would go live, give me all this great advice. When he angry, calling me psycho, talking about my teeth, get my weight down. So we started working out. Said the teeth, we working on the teeth. All them suggestions. He said the qualities that we just listen and surely we just doing it. Any more advice you got for Brother Wiley? I'm trying to help you. But I knew he was fake. Because Armand, the type of person, he don't want people to surpass him. So this is why I never wanted to work with Armand. Because I would have to work beneath him. And I said, no. I made a choice 2015, 2016. I'm not going to work beneath you. I'm not going to do it. He called me and he just said it. Ring, ring, ring. Wiley. So you work with me and help me and I help you. I said, no. Don't want to do that. No. Didn't do it. Didn't listen to him. I ain't doing that. Don't want to do it. You don't want me to surpass you. And he wanted me to do a show and I could be his punching bag. And then he stopped bringing me on the show because we would talk about Dream Doll. He didn't like that I defended Dream. Little stuff I've noticed. I started defending Dream Doll because I knew Dream Doll. I have a friend that know her very well. So I defended her. You just doing that because you know how he just beneath. He didn't like it that I knew much about politics. He didn't like it. He didn't like it. And then he just distanced himself with Brother Wiley. He didn't like it. And he make excuses. And so, Brother Wiley, I'm going to react. I'm going to drag you for filth. And I knew he was talented. And the reason why he still called me, because Brother Wiley, the one that told him he going to be gifted on YouTube. If I never would have told him, he would have never came over here. All you delusional people. I told that brother to come over here. I told him he was going to be successful. He said he didn't want to do it. And I encouraged him, he came. He need to be thanking me for that. But he ain't going to do it because he think that he did it on himself. And that's a lie. No, you didn't. I encouraged you to come over here. So anyway, the Blog Talk Radio, that number, we taught him how to use it. And soon when I needed help, I needed to know how to use OBS to bring people on the phone call, the video phone call. At that time, StreamYard didn't exist. And that brother got in his feelings and didn't want to help me. Didn't do it. And I got on the phone, told him about Blog Talk Radio, encouraged him about this, about how to use the microphone, and he act like he don't know me. And I said, I'm going to always remind him I'm still here. And then he had to unblock me because the glow up is happening. And then he unblocked me and they gonna lie. I unblocked everybody. No, you didn't. You unblocked Wiley because you want to see what I post. We hot over here. That's why you unblocked me. You hot. We hot over here, and that's why you unblocked me. You did that back in 2018 when we was hot. You unblocked me. And they're gonna lie to your people. Well, I unblocked, liar. No, you didn't. You unblocked me because we hot. And he had some ideas, some stuff he wanted me to talk about it. It's stuff we didn't even talk about. Please. So didn't talk about it at all. Because he should have never said, you helping me grow. You helping me grow. And I just thought, I said, okay, I'm a silence. I ain't gonna talk about it. And then he get angry when I don't talk about it. And then the Twitter account happened. Mind you, we hot, growing. His Twitter account, rest in peace. Made a title. Usually, he would get angry at me, but he can't do it no more because we too hot. And a lot of his fans is joining us. So he gonna say, oh, the Twitter will be back. We know somebody in Twitter. It will be back. It will be back really, really soon. You know, this is the business we in. He was embarrassed and then lied to these people and said, I was asleep. I didn't even know what happened. Stop lying to these people and they just eat it up. But Brother Wiley, know you're a liar because you a night owl. Because we talk most of the time in the evening, night, early morning. You seen it all happen in real time. But you went to your fans, which is okay. You got to act like, you know, you good. You know, you can't be all that crying. I get that. I get that. But I know the truth, brother. You was in your feelings at that. You knew it happened. Act talking about you was asleep. Please. Okay? Miss Diva Shy. Miss Diva Shy. You said this is giving separation anxiety. You big miss him. You know what, Miss Diva Shy? Yes, I miss Armand Wiggins. And that's why I talk. Sometimes I have my Armand Wiggins withdrawals, Miss Diva Shy, and I want to talk about him. Yes, I do miss him. We never met before. I do miss talking about him because he's my favorite celebrity, Miss Diva Shy. And I love talking about him because I had a relationship with him and we were talking buddies. And I do miss talking about him, Miss Diva Shy. Yes. Is it giving separation anxiety? Yes. I'm having anxiety. My voice is just doing backflips in my head, and I miss talking about him. Okay, I love talking about him. I'm honest. I keep telling y'all I love talking about him. He is my favorite celebrity. Okay? So run back and tell him you sat there and you told me that I had separation anxiety. Run back and tell him I love talking about him. I'm his favorite. And then Armand, see Miss Diva Shy? Armand went live and we defended him with Jay Salih because I know I'm the type of person, I know how to drag Armand Wiggins and I know how to defend him like no other. So let's bring it up. We're going to talk about Kandi and Jason. We're going to get into them people, but right now we talking. So Jason dragging Armand for filth, making him look weird. Like he crazy, throwing out shots. We call it out. We defend Armand Wiggins. The strongest ever do it. Because the rest of them ain't going to do it. Storm couldn't do it. He ain't got the personality. Conscious can't do it. He weak. He ain't got the personality. Larry Reed weak. He ain't got the personality. I got the personality to do it. So I'm at work, cleaning. I made sure get there early to work. Get all my work done. That lady over there, she go live. What's her name? She a YouTuber, Sherelle's World. I hit the link for the first time. Defended Armand Wiggins. You wrong, ma'am. He's great. He's awesome. I defended him. And Armand, he had to thank me. You know, I'm Wiley's favorite celebrity, so ain't nobody go outdo Armand Wiggins ain't nobody go outdo Wiley when Armand Wiggins at the top of you. Damn right. You talk about that, brother. We family, a dysfunctional family. That don't mean that I'm going to join in. I'm going to defend him. And then next week, I may go back to dragging him. But this time, brother, you going to get dragged. And just like this whole other type of person, we talking about this because I wanted to see Neighborhood Ninja. He in the chat. This really could be a great show, but jealousy is rolling off of Wiley in the waves. It's crazy. We get him to call in. Great in the algorithm. I knew he's going to hit the link. Welcome. So we defended Armand. They be up watching. I know how to defend that man like no other. I got bipolar. See, some of y'all don't listen to my testimony, and y'all need to pick up a dictionary to understand the definition of bipolar. Some days we with you, other days we ain't with you. That's the true definition of bipolar. You have split personality in some cases. You hot, you cold, you lukewarm, you depressed, you this, you happy, you sad. That's bipolar. I'm telling you, so don't be shocked. He's a flip-flopper. He's a flip-flopper. Okay, but you're still watching. I may be a flip-flopper. I may flip-flop on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But you are watching me flip-flop. And you damn sure entertained. You never said I ain't funny. You never said I'm not entertaining. You never said I was boring. It's just an honor. And then this is a Neighborhood Ninja. This person said, and they're good, because they work with Armand Wiggins. You hear this person? This is crazy. Wiley got the potential to have a great show, but the quality and the extreme amount of jealousy, brother, gay content creator, is suck. Then you use mental illness as a punchline. You damn right. Oh, me and my voice said, you damn right I'm going to use it as a punchline. It's in my mind. You get crazy and go to the hospital and get in a hospital gown and get butt naked and get tased by the police and get medicine in your veins. You can say all you want to do is criticize. I will always use my mental illness for a click in a view. I will always use my mental illness for a laugh. You ain't going to stop me. This is what I'm going to do over here. And if you mad, hit the door. But you ain't going to hit the door because I'm too entertaining. All right? And then this person are saying this. Then you get the spiritual people that think they know their Bible. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, but yet you watching a double-minded man. You trying to quote your Bible, but laughing and watching me. And you still here. If I'm so double-minded, why you still in here typing and sharing and watching? Quote your Bible over there with the Bible people. But over here, we wilding. We getting a click of the view. We entertaining. We making you laugh. If I'm so double-minded, then double yourself out here. But you can't do it because I'm entertaining. No, you can't do it. Please. You could have kept that scripture because you ain't living by the word. Because if you so holy, why you ain't out there praying? Why you ain't at these assisted living facility helping people? You over here watching Wiley, quoting the scripture, watching a gossip show, trying to get me right with the Lord, and you ain't right. Your head probably double-minded. Your foot is probably double-minded. Your man probably left you because you double-minded. You trying to tell me, give me some advice? Please, sit down. Listen to that. I'm me. I'm entertaining. And I'm going to get here and go to sleep and do it all back again tomorrow. And then he go another lady in the chat. Why are you attacking folks? Go take a nap. Another lady that's watching Wiley in there and don't know the definition of attack. I'm just sitting here doing commentary. I'm a sit-down comedian. So hush and continue to watch the show, and we going to continue to make you laugh. That ain't no attack. I'm entertaining. I'm passionate. But people can say all type of things like she ain't had nothing to defend. Okay? And then it's another person associated with Armand Wiggins. Wiley, we like the entertainment, but the flip-flopping will keep you from creating real friendships. In the end, you will be lonely because no one can trust you. And yes, we do like the entertainment. Well, Cola E the Great, we have multiple friends. I just buried my friend. I have multiple people in my DMs. I have a good life, a good standard life with my family, and all of these great things. So that advice that you trying to give me is wrong. You don't know me in my personal life, sir. You just see me over here on YouTube. You don't know who my friends are, sir. You don't know how many friends I have, sir. You watching me on YouTube trying to tell me what I don't have when you don't even know what I have. I just buried my friend. I was just at his funeral. So yes, I got friends. Do I got 1,000 friends? No. I don't need no internet friends. Please. Internet friends are like the conscience that will drag you soon as they get a click of the view. Internet friends will be like Storm that will block your name, but they act like they didn't do it. I don't deal with the internet friends. I don't deal with that fake stuff. Oh, internet friend garbage. I don't deal with that because most of these clowns that are saying that they're friends on the internet, they're not really friends in real life. As soon as they see a story, they stab them in the back. The same happened with Tasha. The same happened with Armand. The same happened with his friend. There's no such thing as real internet friendship, like just on words only. You got to get to know people and they off the scene, just like I have done with multiple people that I talk to constantly that give me great advice over here from my website, that encourage me with my YouTube, that help me grow. So yes, I have friends. I don't need no fake internet friends. Okay? All right? All right. So, Wiley internet hurt. No, I'm not. I'm not internet hurt. I'm just putting on a good old show this morning. Okay, to keep y'all entertained while y'all at work. All right. Not internet if your real friends are watching, and I'm sure they got you. They got to know my real friends. They're real friends. They ain't got no side. Please hush. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. I have people that love Brother Wiley. All right. And if you don't have friends, let Jesus be your friend. Most people get so hurt because they too trusty and calling everybody your friend. I remember growing up on 6531 South Justine, Chicago, Illinois. Growing up in Chicago with my grandmother, I'll be in her house, and my sister would always talk about my friend, my friend, my friend. And my grandmother said with a strong face, she said, "You ain't got no friends." Those are not your friends. You don't know the true definition of friendship. So get up out of here with that. I'm entertaining y'all. I will continue to entertain y'all. This is what we do. And thank you for sending the cash up for the entertainment. If I entertain you, hit me with the $5, $10 or whatever you have. Okay? Someone just said in the chat that their mother just passed. Wally, my mom just passed away last Monday, and you and Trey Sorrell have kept me saying thank you. And you know what? And I'm sad that happened. Your mother don't have to suffer. She in a better place. And thank you for allowing yourself to come on this platform to be entertained. This is what I do it for. So, brother, thank you. All right. $1.99 super sticker. Britt left for a super sticker from $1.99. Thank you, sister. And Father God, in the name of Jesus, Lord, bless her in her finances, that she could be able to do anything she want to do in her life, that she could take care of all her business in all her endeavors and increase her territory, give her a promotion. If she need a house, give her a house. If she have a house paying a mortgage, pay it off. Give her an idea to pay it off. Lord, watch her over her body, her children, her family, anything that she touched, that it be a blessing. In Jesus' name I pray. Thank God. Amen. Thank you, sister, for that $1.99 super sticker. All right. Okay, we got people in here. Okay. All right. She's a woman. She said, "Thank you so very much, everyone. I'm actually a woman. My son's Kobe. Well, thank you so very much because your name said Kobe Mom. So Kobe Mom, praying for you and your family, and my condolences. Thank you for tuning into the Wiley Show. All right. Thank you. So all these fake, phony people get exposed, and they still watch the Wiley Show, and they be laughing. I don't watch them. Yes, you do. I watch Armand. I watched him so much. I start repeating what he said. Man, I haven't watched him in a long time. So I watched him. Every point he made, I made the same thing as I did. Because I agree with the point. Okay, and then I did it on purpose. Because I want to see, do people over there watch me over here? So I repeated all his talking points with my own twang to it. What did they do? They ran in them comments and said, "You said that like Armand. I thought you said you don't watch him. But I thought you said you don't watch Wiley." You're watching me. Okay? Look at you watching me. Get on YouTube. I sub to Wiley. He is a fun content creator. Thank you. You said that. You say you're. And I don't watch you. I don't watch you. It's just sitting there, just in the comments. It shows in the comments who watch. Okay. I watch you faithfully. You keeping me from losing it, Wiley. You don't know how much you impact. Yes, ma'am. And I thank you for that. Then they're just watching Wiley and act like you don't watch. Please, got me on your television screen. Flat screen. Big screen, watching me, and then land on you watch. Okay, so that's just how that go. And so Armand and all these other people watching the Wiley Show and Conscious and Storm, I just have to expose them fake people because they was fake. Not so much. Yeah, Armand was fake too because he didn't want to tell me how to do stuff. He was fake. And so Armand was going to start a YouTube course. And he thought I was gonna subscribe to the course. He ain't doing it no more. He don't want to give away his strategies. Storm did a YouTube course. I joined it, and he stopped doing the YouTube course. He stopped doing the strategies. It looked like every time I joined the course, it's out of business. Why are you out of business now? Come up out of here. I thought you were doing the YouTube course with the strategies. He stopped doing it. Armand said, "I'm going to do a course," and he stopped doing it. You should allow, if I want to take the course, let me take the course too. I want to learn. He didn't want to do the course. He did membership. He started doing videos of spilling tea over there. So I joined the membership. He stopped spilling tea over there, so he don't do that no more. That's what it is. Okay. So I was gonna take the course. Now I want to read this comment, you guys. So we starting to put comments on the screen so I can interact with the fans. Somebody says Storm wasn't fake. Did you forget how much you talked about him before he said one thing about you? Storm never said thing about you compared to the 1,000 things you said. This is where I know that Winter wasn't watching me in the winter of 2017, 2018. She wasn't watching me 2018, 2019. She probably was watching me in the winter of 2022. All right. She wasn't watching me when Storm was a member on Two Man and a Lady. And when he had my name blocked then, right? He had it blocked in. So along to this is many years ago before the pandemic. So I can't really get Winter to Winter together because she don't know. She's like a child that is late to the party and thinks she know everything, but she don't know. My sister don't know because she wasn't there. She got here late. It's okay to talk about Storm, but the one thing he say is the issue. She don't know. She came to me late. She came to me late right here. She came to me really, really late. She said she don't know. She came late. Oh, she don't know. So I had to run down and give a history lesson. Okay. All right. Neighborhood Ninja said, you've been repeating his talking points for years. You repeat Tasha K, Larry Reed, Armand Wiggins' mannerism. You rarely do anything original. Talking about politics is actually the only thing you do originally, which is good. So this person is a fan of the Wiley Show. So they said you've been repeating his talking points for years. Correct. You repeat Tasha K and Larry Reed, Armand Wiggins' mannerism too. Yeah, if you watch people, you pick up the mannerism, just like Armand Wiggins. But this person would never comment how he picked up Nicki Minaj's mannerism. See, we welcome the criticism of it, but they don't criticize other people because they're not going to get blocked. We don't do it over here. And then at least they honest and said the talking politics is actually the only thing you do originally, which is good. So they are a fan of the Wiley Show. They are a fan of the Wiley Show because they're a fan of the politics, but they don't never comment about the politics. So, and we very original. Ain't nobody like Wiley. So, and that's what it is. But he ain't gonna criticize Armand Wiggins. Ain't gonna criticize him, but it's okay. Welcome in the neighborhood. They said Wiley is totally original. Yes, I'm totally original. I have original eye, original teeth. Who looks like me? Nobody. Who can deliver the content like Wiley? Nobody. Who can make you laugh like Wiley? Nobody, baby. Who can make you cry? No, like Wiley. Who can make you smile like Wiley? Who can make you scream like Wiley? Nobody, baby. Very original. Get up out of here. All right? So sit on down. We very original. Ain't no other show like me. I'm unpredictable. You don't know what I'm going to say out of my mouth. This ain't no predictable show. This is the Wiley Show. That I'm going to take you on a ride. This show ain't predictable. That's why all my competitors, they be in the bushes watching. We did the preaching stuff. Armand wanted to start preaching. Holy, 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 holy. He started preaching. Didn't come out right. Didn't go nowhere. They watch. And another thing they're going to start doing, having a website and doing blogging on website. Just watch. Just watch. This is why Wiley's with it, because who sings like this? Okay. Like some babies was just conceived off that LOL. I love this show. It's so funny. Yeah, they're going to start doing websites. Just watch. Okay. Anyway, so they watch the show. So y'all, I'm just calling it out. Okay. I'm just calling it out. All right, just calling it out. All arrogant. Okay. These YouTubers have started doing the ugly habit of singing in between their shows. It's so annoying. Oh, wow. I'm so sorry, Tasha. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. Well, if you don't like my singing, take yourself to another channel that don't do no singing. Take yourself on another channel that don't do no singing. Because over here, we're going to sing to the top of our lungs. We're going to sing. We're going to shout. We're going to praise the Lord. So if you don't like my singing, take yourself to another channel. Because I'm going to sing over here. Take yourself to another channel. Singing is in me. I may F up the words, but I love to sing. All right? I'm off today. He's cracking me all the way up live. He shows violence today. Yes. All right. Ain't no hurry about it. All right. So this is what we do. All right. Anyway, So we talked about all that good. So I just want to expose all that. And then Tasha K, another. We got to put her on the list. Tasha came over here at the Wiley Show, dissed me trash. She kept coming on the Wiley because I knew how to, get her on here and defend her. So she kept coming on the Wiley Show. And so one particular time, Tasha just got mad at Wiley because she couldn't control me. So she was bringing me on the app. One time she brought me on the app and she wanted to drag me. So she allowed Chelsea to do it. So I'm on the app. I just want to say, Wiley, you don't really like Tasha K. You don't really like Tasha K at all. Cuss me out on the app because she mad because Tasha was getting mad that I was critical of her about Armand Wiggins, about her Cardi B. I was critical of her. So she brought me on the app, cuss, and I'm still there being good. So Tasha K, she wanted to be real dirty with Brother Storm. Keep watching Storm because I'm still talking about you. Y'all, Kia, tell my grandmother I'm on my way. Kia homecoming. Yes, Amanda. So we Tasha came over here and I knew one of her weaknesses was her husband. And I knew she don't like to be called out because everything she does, she's the truth because she runs her business over there. But I don't give a darn about that. You ain't always right. Your stuff stink like everybody else. So she tried to talk about Storm Monroe. Dear Storm. They tried to label that man a child abuser. Okay? So we read the article. In the article, it said Storm was working with Child Protective Services. He was a social worker over there, case man over there, and the child was deceased, and someone did something to the child. And he was investigated because he worked with Child Protective Services. They took that and said that Storm had something to do, and Tasha was leading the charge. And then Tasha got on the phone. I know her very well. She got on that phone. I don't care if it's old news, Nisha. I'm still going to talk about it. If it's old, watch me make it new. So she get on the phone on the show. And she, as a woman, she know what she said out of her mouth. Yeah, so, I felt real weird about Storm. And I didn't want him around my son. And I kept listening, taking my notes. And I was touched as a child and violated by his adult. So I didn't want my child around Storm. I felt weird around that. So I caught that and I ran to my platform and exposed the plot. Tasha wasn't even calling me then. She had me blocked, wasn't calling me or whatever. Then, okay. This Tasha K. Hello? Hey, well, this Tasha. Wiley, why you say that? I said, what? And I always act dumb when I'm on the platform with Tasha. I'm going to play like I'm slow because you think I'm slow. So I'm going to play like what you talking about, Tasha? I ain't say that man was that type of way. I'm just talking about my experience that I felt weird, but I ain't saying no type of stuff like that. And if I'm going to have to sue him because he did that. And you know what, Wiley? I said, what, Tasha? I'm going to sue you too and send you a cease and desist letter. I ain't going to be doing all that because I ain't having something. I said, Tasha, you want to come on the show? No, you clean it up on your show. And she hung up the phone. You cleaned it up on your show. And then she caught what she said, very aggressive, angry. I remember one time, Tasha had a story about somebody in the conscious community and saying that this person in the conscious community is accused of a crime that he violated a teenage girl. And so I said he's innocent until proven guilty. So Tasha K comes on the platform getting mad. Well, you don't understand. You ain't got no kids, but ignorant, acting real ignorant. So she contacted me on the phone. Wiley, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that and tell you all that type of stuff. I shouldn't have did that. I'm so sorry. Please, you ain't sorry. You just mad. You really felt that way because you mad I didn't go with the program. It ain't gonna be with you forever. I gotta talk my ish. So we just said he innocent until proven guilty. So we said that, and then she immediately got in her feelings. That's how I knew I ain't gonna never get no plane ticket. I ain't gonna never get no plane ticket. Okay? All right. So I understand she's an awesome businesswoman. I get that. But she got the help. It's not because she just smart. Her husband is the brains of the operation. She told me. She said, my husband is marketing, and I've done a little marketing, but my husband is the brains. So I just got on the phone with him, and we would start talking about being a Muslim, and he was trying to convert me over to being a Muslim. And we were talking. He would call me. We would talk about the show. He would talk about how he loved the show. And his wife got in her feelings. She stopped him from calling me. She stopped it. This before Christmas and all that. She had stopped it, him calling, because he would call, we would talk. And I think she didn't like when we get on the phone, he be laughing and stuff. She didn't like it. I think she got in her feelings because we would talk longer on the phone than me and Tasha. Because when Tasha called, it would be for 5 minutes, 5 minutes. We never had instant conversation. But with her husband, it was different. We would talk about being a Muslim. He was surprised that I knew Minister Farrakhan, like I'm a fan of his. He was surprised that my uncle joined the Nation of Islam. He was very surprised about the Quran, about many different things I was naming about, peace be upon him, Prophet Muhammad. So he was surprised at those things and everything. And we would talk. He would say, well, what made you be a Christian? I said, well, sir, I've always been a Christian, but it would not surprise me if I were to join and convert to being a Muslim. It wouldn't surprise me, but my idea is being a Christian. We would talk about that, and we would have great conversations, and he would laugh. I would say jokes. He would laugh. His wife got in her feelings. And then one day I tried to call, nothing. Next day I tried to call, nothing. Cease communication. And then I would call time. I don't know why he gonna call you. I know he been so busy. Mm-hmm. She told that man, don't answer no more his phone call. Don't call. He would call me. Don't call him. So, these people, they just come over here and just think I'm so slow. I know I look slow, but I'm not. And they get mad when this man we can't control him. So then one day we criticized Tasha, and Tasha had a policy. She said, I don't block people. Moderators don't block. Don't block nobody. Don't block. That's her policy. She says she don't block people. So I get an email on the app. Sorry to inform you, you're no longer subscribed to the Tasha K app. Tasha K Live. Got an email. What? Tried to go in there. I couldn't log in. Got an email that my privileges of being a paid subscriber was revoked. So I go live and I talk about how she revoked my privileges and that she revoked me being a paid subscriber. That's how angry. I said she really mad that I took up for Storm. So she got mad that I said that I was banned for the app. She don't like to look embarrassed, and people were coming at, why would you ban Wiley? He brought all them subscribers to your app. He the only one that's talking about your dusty app. He the one that's talking about them dusty interviews. He the only one that's doing it. So she go live. A person that don't watch Wiley, she go live and she said, Wiley, I got to respond to this. Wiley wasn't on the app for free. He wasn't. I just revoked his privileges for being on the app. No, Wiley wasn't banned from the app. I just revoked him for being on the app for free. He will have to resubscribe to be a paying member. So she pretended like she talking to her husband. And I said, look at this chick just lie. So she just sitting here just lying. And they believe in the lie because she have the bigger platform. She's a black woman. She got the bigger platform. And I'm the hoo-hoo one. I said, okay. Did all that blocking. You don't want to fool with Wiley no more. She picked up the Larry Reid story. And one thing about Brother Wiley, I know how to defend Sister Tasha K. I said, this is a good story. I'm going to talk about this. And I'm going to bring it to my all. Baby, it was so hot talking about Larry Reid, so hot, entertaining. People were subscribing, donating. And then Tasha, a woman that got me blocked, that lied on me, blocked my phone number, blocked me on Instagram, blocked me on YouTube. Guess who hit the link? Tasha. She went on other platforms because she thought it was get under my skin. It ain't gonna bother me because it ain't Wiley. You're gonna come back home to brother daddy Wiley. You're gonna come back home to daddy. You a little girl in your feelings, a little girl, you in your feelings, daddy made you mad, so you going to somebody else's house. But I know you're gonna return home, daughter. You're gonna return home to your father. And so we were talking about Larry Reid. Here she go. She in the chat. We never blocked her. In the chat. And I know Tasha in the chat. Tasha in the chat. So I'm acting like I don't see her. And then we brought her on. Tasha, drop her link. I'm going to act like I don't see her so she can hit the link. So she hit the link. And we did an exclusive interview. Got a lot of views. She came back home to daddy. Because I'm the only one that know how to defend her. Well. Came back on strategically well. And then she have to go back to that line again. You know, my daughter, she lied. She said, Wiley, I'm going to have my staff teach you how to do the camera. The same tag, delayed lies that she tell, lying. But you can't have my number. I said, Tasha, we never talk like that. Oh, well, I'm just saying, I'm not dealing with any YouTubers. Another lie. This woman just be lying. And I don't know if she knows she lied and repeat the lie. So she said that. And she be on the phone with Armand and his friend on the phone, right? She be on the phone with YouTubers. So, and said that she don't talk to no YouTube. Something this is her lie. And then she said, oh, I'm going to bring my staff and give them a call, let them call you and let them teach you how to use the camera. She never returned a phone call for that. So we went on our happy way. So, do our show, Lord blessed us, and they hooked the camera up. And to a point, we about to get another camera. So God have truly done it. Be patient, gotta do it. Because I can't wait to learn how to do it as long as I got the personality. So did that. Tasha came on the platform and she got mad that I didn't get in a beef with people that she going on their show. Didn't do it. Didn't do it at all. Kept being myself. Nobody is like Brother Wiley at all. And so she said she was going to help me do that as well. That's another person that don't know. She said, well, I'm going to help you, teach you how to hook it up. My husband going to help you and all that. And she stopped doing it. She got in her feelings because she wanted to use me to control me. But once I started my own mindset, and I've been having my own mind, she didn't like that. She wanted me to be her guard dog. But baby, you got to give me some more money than a guard dog. Okay. Earth. You want me to be a guard dog? You better pay me good money. Larry tried, didn't pay me enough. He tried. I got a couple of them. Get away from Larry. That wasn't enough money. If you truly want me a guard to be your, junkyard dog, I need hundreds of thousands of dollars. All right. Anyway, so she tried to control, didn't work. Larry tried to control, didn't work. So all they do is gossip about Wiley. Preacher told me, they talk about you so bad, Wiley. Your name get mentioned. They track of the preacher asked him about Larry because we know preachers and we associate with some people that he know and I know. Y'all don't know that. So just because I don't do church gossip tea don't mean I ain't in that church sector. I'm all up in there. I know a lot of them gospel artists. So they mentioned some things about, oh, I don't understand Wiley. He weird. He told one of the guys that I was weird, that I'm mentally ill, and all that. So I told one of the preachers, I said, if I'm so mentally ill, why would he send me all these super chats and cash apps in that gossip about other bloggers and Tasha and all that type of stuff? If I'm so, why didn't he pray for me? He said, brother, you right. Why didn't he? I said, he never prayed for me. It was always give money and all that. And he would give money when I defend him. So if I was so crazy, why didn't you try to give me some mental health treatment? You never did that. So you can keep that suggestion. He just got mad that we exposed him, and he got angry and upset. And he's shocked that I know so many people in the gospel industry. Absolutely. I've done church. I've interviewed some gospel. I used to do radio. That's how I met Larry Ray. I met them all. So Larry got upset, told the preacher, trashed me. Larry wanted to reach out to my uncle. It didn't work. Not at all. They all said no. So what I'm saying is, you guys, these people act like they don't watch me. They all sit there and watch the Wiley Show, including your fave. Your fave watches your Wiley. Your fave I'm they fave because they watches us in the bushes. And it's going to come a time that we're going to be so hot that they're going to jump out the bushes. Because let me tell you how this operates, Mr. And I see y'all in the chat. And some of y'all don't know. Once the numbers get to 20,000 live viewers, it's going to happen, people. Once we get to 20,000 live viewers, 30,000 live viewers, 40,000 live viewers, watch how many people, they're going to be jumping up out them bushes. It's going to happen. And because I serve a good God, and the Bible has said, your gift will make room. It's in the book. Faith without works is dead. Okay? So, it's going to happen. And all them people going to be jumping up out the bushes. I'm saying 20 to 30,000. See, y'all stuck on getting 1,000 in the chat. My God that I serve said, brother, you ain't going to get no 1,000 in the chat. You're going to get 30, 40, 60, 80,000 live viewers in the chat. You're going to be that hot. That's going to happen for us. And oh, yeah. Prayed about it. I see the vision. I have a vision, a strong work ethic, and God bringing people with skill sets that's smarter than me to work with me behind the scenes that you don't know, that get on the phone. It was one person got on the phone with me, taught me how to do a thumbnail, was teaching me stuff about the thumbnail, about the app that we use. You ain't gonna never know it unless you pay for my YouTube consultation. Taught me how to do it. Teaching me some other stuff. Smarter than me, got more money than me. This person make about $40,000 to $50,000 a month. And she be talking to Brother Wiley. This brother, sister, and a brother. They siblings. On the phone with Brother Wiley. Make $50,000 to $60,000 a month. And they know about little old Wiley. Big fans. So I meet the brother and sister. You need a website. I said, what? And don't worry about it, Wiley. We're going to help you and build the website and help you. So they was giving me strategy, brother and sister, making $50,000, $60,000. Give me suggestions with YouTube. Yes. And it's working. And what the suggestion is working. The strategies is working. Good successful people. You'll be shocked who it is. And they've been watching for years. Because when people say, I've been watching you, when they go back to old episodes and old stuff, I said, they've been watching Wiley. They get on the phone with me. And they helping Brother Wiley. Behind the scenes, you don't know who they is. Okay? So, those brothers and sisters. And they were teaching me stuff. They said, well, did you come out with a name for your website yet? I said, no. Another YouTuber by the name, I can't say the YouTuber name, but y'all know this YouTuber. He bought my domain. This YouTuber bought my domain. Armand bought my domain. And bought my domain, thewileyshow.com, so we couldn't use thewileyshow.com. He bought it. We had somebody negotiate it, and his boyfriend is on that purchased the domain. So couldn't do it. The person that was brokering the deal, they came back to say they would give it to me for $60,000. I said no. I said they can have that domain. I don't want it. They can have it. I create something better. So I was sitting down at my desk, and it's been a while. We've been negotiating for months, trying, and then finally they responded. They wanted $60,000 to give me the domain back. I said no to the person that was negotiating the deal. And I was sitting down. I said, "Oh, how can I do it? Everybody know me as Wiley. I can't say something else." Everybody kept saying, "Wiley, you a troll. You a troll. You a troll." And then some, Wiley's a troll. Wiley's a troll. I'm going to call it WileyTheTroll.com. Wait a minute. And the idea came, and I called the brother and the sister, and I called them. They said, "You come out with a name?" I'm going to call it WileyTheTroll.com. They're what? That's so funny. And I was giving them ideas of what I want the website to be. And they said, "That's great." And I told them, I said to them, I said, all I need is strategies to help me. But I'm going to be Brother Wiley. Because nobody is like me. That's the secret. And so on my website, I'm Wiley. The stories that I'm doing, I'm just trolling, getting impact, and being that Wiley personality. Okay? So I changed it to WileyTheTroll.com. And it's been on and popping ever since. And so that's why we named it. It would have been www.thewiley.show.com. But they purchased it and they wanted $60,000. And I said, no, I will call it WileyTheTroll.com. Okay? That's what I will call it. All right? Still got that Wiley in it. All right? So, and it's been doing great numbers ever since. So that's just the thing. And so it's been awesome, and it's been great, and it's been awesome, and all these type of people that's coming with it, and it's been great. We own the domain. So yeah, and so everybody coming in giving us ideas and stuff, and it's been great. And so God, we've been reaching out to some writers that work for companies for free, but they don't want to work for Wiley and get paid because they think they're going to help them in the industry with other sites. But that's fine. Y'all just don't want to get paid. So, and another reason why I started WileyTheTroll.com is because I wanted to create my own entity. Because I got tired of calling Kyle, sending him stuff, never posted. Got tired of calling Angie, never posted. Got tired of sending it to Jason and Jasmine and all of them people over there. Just got tired of it. And I said, Wiley, and it just dawned on me, because of who you is and what you bring to the table, you're going to have to bring your own table and create your own table. You a fan of Tyler Perry, so what would Tyler Perry do? He created his own table. And that's exactly what I did. Created my own table, and people has been viewing the site ever since, and it's going to get greater. All right, so I just had to say that. Now we're going to get into these topics. I had to create it on my own. I got tired of it, and I said, okay, I got my own site. So now I created my own entity, my own lane, and I'm comfortable because when people were coming at Brother Wiley and talking about my numbers, I'm comfortable in where I am at, but I'm still saying, okay, I'm comfortable, but I'm still going to put the work at it to get an upgrade. And God have truly upgraded us, and numbers are changing. But I'm being very careful to not move too quick, being very careful, taking my time, don't get overwhelmed, and God is truly doing it. And God is truly, and it's truly are happening for us. Okay. So, yes. Okay. Yeah, so that's how that goes. So we're going to move on and get into these topics. Thank y'all so very much for this long introduction. All right, let's get into our first topic in. This is a WWE. So we on our site, we just on our site mind our own business, man. And I mean, not bothering a soul. Okay? All right. And we go live, because I told you everybody watch the show. And I say something in the show. I say, hey, Oliver said that if I go up to T.S. Madison's show, that he's going to escort me out. He reached out to me yesterday after the show aired, after I went live. The first thing that he reached out to me, he said this, quote, share this live. Quote, 956 Oliver Twist, chasing Atlanta star. He's a legend in these streets and where reality series. He said this at 9:56 p.m. Why did you mention my name in your vlog today? You and I haven't spoke at all recently. I never said anything about you being escorted out. I said this, excuse me? I am a sit-down comedian. My job is to tell stories. This is Oliver, T.S. Madison assistant. But you said you spoke to me. That's a lie. I don't want to be included in your story if you're lying about the interaction. That's not cool. I don't bother you, so please keep me out of your content if I'm not in it or if it doesn't have anything to do with me. So I go on my Instagram story and I tag him and I said, Oliver and I is cool people. I would love to interview him one day. And then I responded to his message that they posted. I said, wow, this is sad. You coming at me like I am a child. LOL. I'm grown, sir. Oliver, T.S. Madison assistant, cameraman, bag holder, said this, purse holder. Said, quote, this is Oliver. Take it however you want. My intent is not to speak to you like a child. My goal is to only communicate to you to not lie about us speaking when that didn't happen. That's not cool to me. I said, excuse me? And then he said, Oliver, T.S. Madison assistant, T.S. Madison employee that did not pay him for service, and he had to go to his mama to pay his rent. Oliver said this, so respect me and I will respect you. Thank you, my brother. And I said, LLL, you something else. And so the next day, I already knew I was going to do a blog on my website. So the next day, I put it out here and I said, T.S. Madison, the title of the blog, you can get into it on Wiley Show. You hear me on this YouTube channel, but you have to go to the www.wileythetroll.com. And so I made a post on my blog. I said, T.S. Madison assisted Oliver Twist come after the Wiley Show. So, yeah. So these people act like they don't watch us. Okay? So, yes. You on the circle, you on all these type of things, still doing shows for free. Get up out of here. We ain't the same, sir. You don't know your self-worth. Of course you couldn't pay your rent. You too busy working for free. Chasing Atlanta ain't paying you. They don't give you a dime. You did it for free. Every time I open up my mouth, I get paid. I get a super chat. I get a cash app. You, sir, work for free. That's what you do. You work for free. Sitting there working for free. Work. Ain't getting pay. I can't pay my rent. I gotta call my mama. You do it for free. You defending Maddie and she did not want to help you. You needed to pay your rent. And you keep on talking about she your mama, she this and that. And then didn't even want to pay you. The woman had money in the bank. And T.S. Madison said, I ain't giving you that money. I for this money. I ain't giving it to you. And then do it. And then you have to call your mama to pay your rent. Mama had to pay it. Your biological mama, the mama that didn't birth you, the mama that didn't push you out and made you come into the world, had to do it. Your real mama, mama that birthed you and breastfeed you, had to pay that rent. Not the woman that you say, hey, mama, I love you so. You was going through a trying time, but your real mama had to help you. You had to call your real mama. Mama had to help you. Go in her pocketbook to pay that rent. Because you wasn't getting paid to do the reality show. You did it for free. Your rent need to be paid. Them Atlanta girls, they phony and fake and can't pay their rent. On Netflix, ain't getting hardly a dime. And then after you do Netflix, you got to do another free show. You ain't getting paid like that and still rent an apartment. Where your upgrade? Get somewhere, sit down. And try to come in my DM and try to get me together. Who are you, sir? You ain't even got no... You are wearing glasses without any... Come on, girl. Get somewhere, sit down. Anyway. So, had something to say about me. Up in his feelings. For a woman that didn't pay his rent, his mama had to pay it. I never had to call, not said I would have to, but I never, out of the 20-some years that I've been living on my own, I never had to call my mama to pay my rent because I'm not prostituting myself for the Chasing Reality franchise for free. I'm not prostituting myself to be in T.S. Madison presence. Every time I open my mouth, I understand my self-worth that you're going to have to pay me. I'm not a clout chaser without getting paid. People like Oliver Twist will chase clout without getting a check. I chase the clout and I'm going to get paid. I'm not going to be in your face for free. And you wouldn't have to call your mama to pay your rent. If you would have listened to me and worked with Brother Wiley, we had $1,300, $1,400, $1,500 to give you to edit our show, to be our full-time editor. You didn't want to do that because you was committed to Maddie, a woman that didn't even pay your rent. You had to call mama. Had to call your mama. Brother Wiley came there with an opportunity. Didn't want to do it. Because you too busy trying to be a clout chaser. Baby, F that clout and get this cash. I need y'all to type in the chat really quickly. I wanted to say it in the message really quickly. I say F that clout, get that cash. Some of these brothers and sisters are so indoctrinated with chasing clout, they forget about their self-worth and getting the cash. That you can't pay your rent with clout. Last time I checked, you can't pay your light bill with clout. You can't go to the grocery store. Sir, what are you paying with? I'm going to play it in clout. You can't do that. You ain't going to get them groceries. You're going to get arrested. So you can't pay in clout. You got to have money. Being a clout chaser. F the clout, get the cash. Clout over cash. Better F that clout. You better get that cash. Couldn't pay your rent. This is on national television. And the reason why y'all don't know it because y'all didn't watch T.S. Madison Experience. You didn't watch it. So you don't know what I'm talking about because you didn't watch it. It was only about 6 of us that seen it. It was only about 6 of us that was watching. 6 of us. So, and he wanted Madison to go on her account, all the money she got. She didn't do it. He had to call mama. And mama paid the rent. So when mama paid the rent, I said, Oliver better understand his self-worth. This man be working with celebrities for free. This is why he still got to be in that apartment with that green grass at the backdrop. He working with people for free. Working for the lady, Dr. Heavenly, for free. She need to pay you. You working for all these people for free, for clout. Did you get paid to do that, sir? Yes, you got a skill set. Pay. Madison didn't want to hardly pay Oliver. Pay him in pennies. I could just use him. He just won't clout. And came over to the Wiley Show. So, Brother Oliver, sir, brother, you were wrong to come out to me, brother. So, when I look at him, I said, he working for free too much. It was another brother, and it's no against the Chasing franchise. I understand the idea. But it be some people in my DMs from the Chasing Dallas, from the Chasing Atlanta, they be in my DMs complaining that they can't hardly pay their bills. One of the Chasing Dallas cast members reached out to me. They having problems, can't pay. They want to stay with me. I said, what, excuse me? Are you trying to ask to stay with me? You better go live with Markel. You ain't staying with me. I said, now wait a minute. Wait. Hold up. You mean to tell me you doing all that and you having problems with your housing? You giving all them hours. I said, you need to stop doing that and get you a real job. Your priorities is messed up. Now, I get it. You want to be there for promotion, but you need to get you a job so you can eat today. Come on, somebody. You get your job so you can eat today. Get you a regular job. They ain't paying you. Get you a regular job. Or don't do nothing for free. I can do it, and I do it when I get tired. But that ain't going to be my full-time thing, because I don't have to do it full-time. Whatever I do full-time, I get paid to do it. Ain't nothing but slave mentality. None of y'all getting paid. Slaves. You making them rich. With all the clout, they getting money, and y'all ain't getting paid. Y'all getting used. And we're going to talk about it on WileyTheTroll.com about how these Where reality series are stars are broke. Are broke. The only thing they can have, well, I was on a show with 80,000 people was what? That don't mean a damn thing if you ain't got $80,000 in the bank. Make sure y'all like that video. Like the video. Like the video. Like the video. Ain't nowhere in the world. For free. Free. Doing it for free. You can't compare yourself to me doing something for free. Can't stay with me? No. I ain't gonna put your business out there. I keep it between us, but you can't stay with me. Absolutely not. No. Go stay with Markel. Go stay with Ardario. Stay with them. I said, did you tell Ardario and Mark? No, I ain't tell him. Well, ain't they supposed to be your boss? Ain't they the executive producers? Go work with them. Go live with them. You should be able to live with them. You're working on a platform for free. You ain't getting a dime and you struggling. Man, please. You got your priorities messed up. Clout has indoctrinated people's minds. They forgot to get the cash. And Oliver is one of them type of people. He do shows for free. So, Standing in Love, and he watch it, but he's not allowed to come in the chat because he don't want to get cussed out by Madison. So he want to drag me, but he can't do it. He can't talk about it. Oliver can't do it. No. He want to cuss me out. He can't even respond because T.S. Madison will tell him don't do it. So Madison, she responded, and the man, Kalen Meeks, came in my comments. He gonna come on the show one day. She came out and said he on drugs, he gay, all these allegations she's spewing out. And I said, she's a fool. Yes, Madison is a foolish woman because you're supposed to be a lady of stature getting this GLAAD award, and you said somebody got a mental illness. You said that he's on drugs. Why you ain't trying to get him off of? See, this is what I don't understand, GLAAD. And that ain't nothing but a white organization because she be tap dance for white folks. So you're doing all this stuff and then want to expose somebody and then lie, talk about, I don't like gay men. Well, gay men, stop going to her basement. She told us she don't like you. All you hang around is gay people and sleep with gay people and got the audacity to say out of your cheeks and your mouth that you don't like gay people. Liar! Why you get up there and lie? You ain't sleeping with no straight man. Because the day you sleep with them, with that 12-inch rod that you got, they no longer straight. Get up out of here with that. Talking about you don't sleep with gay. Another lie. Just lie. You built your platform with sleeping with gay men. Yes. Built your platform. Chuck said, did you get paid? I got paid. Uh-oh, QT. You thought you had me? I got a check. Yes. Paid me really nice. And still got a good relationship. Got paid really nice. So, Madison gonna say on her show, I don't know. What the lie? You ain't sleeping with no straight man. And then she want to respond to the allegations. And she make a post. She make a post throwing out threats to me and Michelle ATL and Brown that she gonna sue and that she talking to a lawyer. Another lie. You ain't talking to no lawyers. Stop that lie. She do that for y'all. I talk to my lawyers. How you know my lawyers have reached out? Another lie. Stop all that lie. So she go live, and then she edit the post, and she put T.S. Madison addressed the false S.A. allegations by Kaylin Meeks, Tommy Dickens, and she did that. And then she exposed and talking about the man was gay. He never said he was. So now you're trying to out somebody, activist. How you an activist and you outed somebody out the closet? You is a hypocrite. How you supposed to be an activist and you getting awards and you teaming up with Beyonce and you teaming with all these white folks and then you exposing black people? And then had the audacity to say, I ain't posting on Instagram. I don't give a darn if you ain't posting it. I sent it to Warner Brothers. I sent it to those people, to those directors. I'm tagging them in the blog. We're doing about 15 different articles about that. The director, Lee Daniels, all these people. I'm bringing it out there. I ain't posting on YouTube. I got all these powerful people following me on Instagram. We inboxed them all and tagged them, and they seen it. So she responded to the allegations and trashing this victim of hers. Right? The brother said he was a victim. Then Madison talking about she's so grand. You got thrown off the red carpet, sister, at the Grammys. They didn't know who you was. Hold on, ma'am. Hold it. Wait a minute. What's your name? Wait a minute. Hold on, wait. Okay. What's your name? Okay. Let me see. T.S. Madison, you're not on the list. I'm sorry to inform you, but you got to leave the premises because you're not on the list. Her, Chi, they had to leave off the carpet. They didn't know who she was. She was offended. Get up this car. We don't know you. She was dressed up, nose powdered, 30 coats of makeup, had to get off the red carpet. And Michelle ATL and Brown exposed it on her site. And then Madison, who she said she don't watch Michelle ATL Brown, she said Michelle ATL Brown is fishy, smell like fish. She said Michelle ATL Brown look like Gary Coleman. She don't watch her. T.S. Madison went live on Instagram and responded to the rumor that she went on the red carpet. And then she went to get on there and lie. Well, this was very last minute. I brought my ticket late. I didn't know if I was going to go. I didn't know when my staff was going to be able to dress me and my stylist. I came there very late and all these things, and I don't know the ins and outs. I'm new to all this and all that line. They know who she was. Get off this carpet. And she had to go right back in that basement and cuss out black folks. Sit down. She went right back in that basement, cussing out black people, trying to tell us common folks how she's so grand. Liar. If you making all that money, why you still on YouTube? Gotta go do another show because you ain't making all that money in Hollywood. You gotta go right back going on tour with you and Funky Dineva. And Miss Sophia that got rejected in radio and got fired in radio. Fired. She got fired. Got fired on her off day. Never made it as an actor in Hollywood. Never made it as a drag queen. They fired her on her off day. Got fired. So T.S. Madison didn't work with Fox Soul. That flopped. So now she got to go back on tour and try to use Funky Dineva in this situation with allegation to get a check. Yeah, go get your ticket. That's going to be dry and boring. Queen Supreme Court, it was good when it was a Queen's Court with her and Kaya. It ain't going to be all that good. It's going to be boring. Ain't nobody checking for fucking nothing even like that. He ain't funny like that. He ain't gonna do no man insult black women. And T.S. Mac gonna sit there and laugh. She's supposed to be a black woman, and she go He gonna know but drag black women. That's all he do. Drag black women, like he dragged Beyonce, Blue Ivy daughter. He dragged Beyonce daughter, Blue Ivy, dragged her for Phil. That's all he gonna do. So Miss Sophia, she had a radio show. Didn't nobody listen to it. Didn't nobody listen to it. Didn't nobody listen to that radio show. She had a whole radio network nobody listened to because she got fired on her day off. And now she got to work with Madison, and she just as boring. It put people to sleep. She don't want to put no money in. She need a personality. She trying to be Hollywood. Bring that personality when you dragging folks in that basement, when you dragging me in the basement with your friends and they coming back and telling me. That's the personality you need to bring on the Queen Supreme Court, and stop trying to act like you so grand and you so Hollywood. And no, you ain't. You the same chick that was on the street selling herself constantly over and over and over. You that same type of woman. Only difference is you got a little bit more money in the bank and heavy makeup, but you still got that street mentality inside your paws. It's still there. It is still on the inside. So despite how much red carpet you do, despite how many movies you do, you're going to always come back to the ghetto and back with Pookie and Ray Ray, because that is where you get your most praise. Because when you go on the red carpet, they don't praise you. When you go on these shows, they don't praise you enough. So you got to go right back in the gutter. And then you want to talk down to us. Ain't my fault that movie didn't sell. It flopped. You right back in that basement. You ended your relationship with Kaya, and now you right back in the basement. Square one. People stole your idea. Tamar, Peacock, they done stole it. We're going to call it the Queen's Court. Stole the idea, and you kept quiet because you want to be friends with Tamar. Tamar pretended to be your friend and stole your idea and had a show on the network and got a husband out of it. And here you is still single and answering to allegations. I didn't really do that. I didn't really do that, y'all. It wasn't really me. I ain't really do that at all. And I denied these allegations. Y'all coming to my show. They done stole that idea. And it was Kaya idea. It's all Kaya. Everything Kaya exposed to it's coming out. Kaya said this. I said, get this out of the house. I said, girl, you don't need these people in the house. Get all these girls out of the house. She warned her. Because she said, every time I would come in the Chateau Wiley, I said, yes. She said they'd be everywhere in the basement, in her room. All these men, gay men, that wasn't straight, ain't everywhere in that house. Because she wants that spirit in there. And then when she get exposed, I don't like gay men. Liar! They was all upstairs eating Miss Mary chicken, eating her baby back ribs. You sitting there lying, talking about you don't like gay men, you don't want to sleep with it, and they everywhere in your house, in your bedroom, in your room, in the kitchen, eating Miss Mary's scrambled eggs. They all up in there. And then she got another guy there that's working, he's African, straight man, trying to force her personality. We was in the same hotel room together, and do you like to get your booty ate? That's all her content. That brother supposed to be in the background, tell how untalented she is. He supposed to be in there in the control room, handling the button. He got to come there and help her run the show and deliver the show as a co-host because she can't do it by herself. So she asked him, a straight man, do you like to get your booty ate and licked on? This is a chick that's in Hollywood. She supposed to be so grand. Right back, do you like to get your booty hole licked? I said, And he just, oh yeah, I like to get so ignorant, looking bad, making Africa just embarrassing Africa. I know they didn't kick them out and revoking his green card and citizenships in Ghana and everywhere else here. Oh yeah, I like to get my buddy eat jello rice. Just look how he looking. Just look at this nut. He be so uncomfortable, but he need a check. He got to do all that harassment. Because she don't know how to turn it off. He be so ungrateful. It's cringe-worthy. I'm supposed to be in the control room, Paul. I love you, Brother Paul. But I never asked Brother Paul, do you like to get your booty licked? Have I ever asked you that, Paul? Thank you, sir. I never asked you that. Yes, Brother Paul, you a straight man. A married man. Been married for about 15 years. I never asked you, Brother Paul, do you like to get your booty licked? Never! Because I know how not to mix business with pleasure. You got allegations on you, and then you bring a man and bring in all of these stuff about his hole and how do he like to get it licked and rub it and touch it on him. So anyway, she trying to answer to the allegations and then harassing another employee. Asking this straight man, do he like to get it licked on? He's so uncomfortable, but the man need a check, probably ain't got his green card, probably here illegally. He you don't need to work. It ain't nothing matter to the brother. He need to work. You know what I'm saying? Need a check, and they probably can't really get a regular job. She paying him under the table, probably ain't got no green card. So, you need to work in the basement, work, good job, good security, I'm saying she pay you a little something, and Miss Mary will feed you some jello rice, some chicken, baby back ribs. So I understand, I get that. I'm gonna say allegedly, probably ain't got no green card, allegedly, So he need to work. I don't know if that straight man don't want all that aggressiveness. And then she cheap. She get one hotel room. You can't afford to get this straight man his own room. I'm listening to this woman talk. Yeah, we was in the same room together. You can't get him another. You're too cheap. Who you saving that money for? Get that man his own room. He don't want to be in a room with you. He don't want to be in a room with you. Give me his own room. They're just like me with Dave or, using Dover and the Dover Queen. And I say to Dover, we go out. She's supposed to be my worker. She's supposed to be working with the Wiley Show. She's my worker. Working behind and say, we get in a hotel room together. We get in a hotel room together. And then as soon as I go live, you like to get your booty hole licked. People will look at me weird. And she looking at cringeworthy. If we working together as her boss, I'm giving her own room. You know what I'm saying? She getting her own room. We're not going to be in a room together unless we screwing. But if it's business, I'm not going to tip myself bringing Dover Queen looking good in a hotel room together. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to put myself in that predicament and that type of temptation. You get your own room or you stay where you at. Not about to do that. No. Now, if we screw it, that's another story. Let's get it all. Baby. If we got that agreement. But if it's an employee and employer, you get your own room. I don't want to be in my room with my boss. No. You go to Vegas, you get your own room. We went to Vegas, me, Blue Skies. I could really name her because she's strong enough. She can take it. Blue Skies. She had her own room. I had my own room. What I look like working, and we in the same room together. And then we bring on the ladder to review it. So, Blue Skies, did you like to get your whole licked on? No, I don't do that. She got her own room. I got my own room. Katina and everybody else had their own room. Whoever is in my room, we screwing. It's already agreed. We are in a screwing relationship. But if we ain't screwing, you get your own room. All right? Okay? I'm just keeping it real. Whoever you see me in the hotel room with, we are in a relationship. was screwing. Coming in my hotel room. No, you ain't coming to my hotel room 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. No, you're not. Absolutely not. Why can I come up to your room? It's 2:55 a.m. What you think gonna happen in that room? Get somewhere with your foolish self. No, you ain't coming to. I'm a man. Stay downstairs and go eat some bacon. And go to sleep. Coming to my room at 2:55 a.m. No. So back to Maddie. She in the room with her employee for free. Obsessive. And then she said, I got lawyers and I'm coming after you, Wiley. She ain't say my name, but get your lawyers. How you have all these lawyers and you saying all this stuff, exposing somebody, which that man never said he was gay? He never came out of no closet. How do you know he's on drugs? Did you take a drug test? Did you test his blood? Did you test Brother Kalen's blood? No, you didn't. So how can you say that? How can you say it's defamation when you defaming him too? Sit down with your lawyers. You too cheap to have all them lawyers. You couldn't even pay Oliver or didn't want to pay him. You can't even give your employee his own room. And you have lawyers with an S. Last time I checked, I know I'm a little slow, but S means more than one. Amen? College degree people, educated people, when you say lawyers, that's with an S. That means you got more than one. And any good lawyer will tell you not to address this. Let's handle this privately in the courts. But you want to address it public. You ain't got no lawyer. Sit down. Get somewhere and sit down. Talk about, I haven't came after some of y'all. Who you think you trying it with, sis? Ain't nobody scared of you, ma'am. That ain't gonna work for me. I'm still Brother Wiley. I'm still gifted. And you still watching. So, you respond to allegations, and if what he's saying is wrong, sue him. Take him to court. YouTube is you making the situation worse because you know why I made it worse, Miss Madison? Because when you brought that employee, it messed up your whole point because it was cringeworthy. You don't know how to address it. You just as bad as Larry Reed. Now you supposed to be so rich. Where your publicist at? And Miss Legra told you to stop responding. You don't listen to her. Legra told you don't respond to it. You ignored her. She gave you good sound advice, and you got real ignorant in that basement. And then embarrassed yourself. And then you respond, I'm not facing any criminal charges. Respond to Brother Wiley. Because I'm the only person that put out the Wiley thetroll.com, and I said T.S. Madison may face criminal charges. And here she is. I'm not facing any criminal charges. Don't worry about that, y'all. I ain't facing no criminal charges. No criminal stuff. No criminal stuff. No, blah, 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 blah. Just respond to Brother White. I said, at least you watching and reading the website. That she got me blocked, but you still reading it. You still watching me and responding to me. Okay? Craziness. You want to be so grand. You supposed to be so pro-black. But you expose, you on the record. I'm blackity black, black. I'm purple black. I'm so black. I'm black and beautiful. My coffee is black. Everything about me. God, I'm so good to be black. Black is beautiful. And then out of your lips as a black woman, you trying to expose a black man out of the closet with no evidence and no proof. And then you try to talk about him having a hard time. Said he wanted to rent out a room. How is that clearing it up of you not touching him without his permission? You trying to make him look bad. And then gonna say, he ain't got no car. He ain't got no car. What that got to do with the allegations? See, if you would have had a crisis manager like Larry should have had, they will tell you what to say and what not to say. But you're trying to handle this situation by yourself, and you done a bad, terrible job. And then you and Armand Wiggins had a conversation. Yes, y'all had a conversation. He want to know what's going on with the allegations because I was the only one talking about it. But I know how talented I am. I know when I talk about a story that Brother Storm Monroe was going to jump on it. Other people was jumping on it. She had to respond. She wouldn't respond if Storm wouldn't have said something. I sent it out to the blogs and sent it out to the people, and then she had to respond. Armand, he want to respond, but he can't respond. We waiting on that response because we didn't already got the blog post made up because we going to go back to his words when he said that she is this type of woman. He tried to warn us, so he can't defend her. The way how he trashed her and said what he said about her, he can't do it. But he want to do it and get the clicks and views, but he can't do it. So I heard that she talking with him. She may go on Armand Wiggins show. That's going to be a disaster. And I'm going to be here for a disaster because it's going to give me some clicks and views. So, and you see all this type of stuff. And Oliver, Armand don't like you at all. He think you a clout chaser. Are you going to reach out to him? See, Armand trash you, but you ain't send him no DM. You are a hypocrite, and you have the audacity to go to Morehouse College. You would have came out better going to University of Phoenix. You from Morehouse. You supposed to be a Morehouse man, the same school that Dr. King went to, and you weak. Because Armand got you together, you said nothing. You kept quiet. You didn't send him no DM. You went to Morehouse, got a college degree. But you want to say something to Brother Wiley. Armand said you trash and a clout chaser. You said absolutely nothing. But yet you want to respond to Brother Wiley. You from Morehouse. Act like it. We run around Madison too much and that messiness in you. That's all you do is gossip about me to Madison. And y'all gossip about, talk about me bad. I know people that know all y'all. And they come right back and tell me. Conscious was one of them. I remember one day, I got to tell it. Sorry, Conscious. Conscious on the phone. He said, your name be mentioned all the time. I be trying to defend you and everything. They be trying to, he said they talk about me like a dog. I said, Conscious, why do y'all have conference calls about me? I'm supposed to be nobody. I'm supposed to be trash. Why do my name being mentioned? Well, it ain't like that. I'm just trying to help you that you need to do better and blah, 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 blah. Stop gossiping about me. You ain't my friend because you're not listening. I said, but did you tell him to stop talking? No, I can't do that. Well, you ain't no help, hypocrite. Get off my phone. That's what if you would have defended me, maybe I would have gave you some peen. But you sat there and let Madison trash me on that phone, and you had nothing to say. That's why you ain't getting nothing about peen. No, you ain't getting not an inch of it. You ain't even gonna be able to taste it. Because you sat there and let that woman trash me. And you said nothing. And then you gonna get on the phone and you want me to sleep with you? You too weak. My thing don't get hard for no weak man. You got to be a man of stature, a man with character, a man with authority. You got to be a strong man to get me to rise up for you. I can't get rised up for no weak man, pathetic man that don't want to say you're too weak. You got to be strong to take this. Madison gossip about me. Reason why I knew she was trash when I catfish Nick, her makeup artist, she contacted Nick. Nick got mad because we catfished him. Madison called Nick and Armand Wiggins called brother Nick. They offered Nick to come on the show. And Nick said, I didn't know you was that popular. I didn't know you knew all those people. I said, brother, yes. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He didn't know. I was in his house sleeping with him. And we documented it. We slept together. Because we went to Marty's. He was horny, called me, and I ran to it. So we have a 100% success rate. See, and then he blocked me because people said, why did you sleep with Wiley? We exposed it. Because you trashed me, and I said, I'm just going to sleep with you just to prove I got it like that. How you was moaning and groaning in love. It was all documented. So you can't even act like it didn't happen. You contacted me. I catfished you, right? Did this, you angry. Hit me up in the middle of the night. Send me that address. I said, I'm going to get them draws. Oh, I'm going to get them draws. You hit the man up, and then I said, okay, Nick trying to play hard to get. He's trying to play hard to get. Arguing, and I'm getting turned on. So I said, oh, man, I'm so sorry for catfishing. Yeah, I don't know why you did. Man, I was going through, man, I'm so sorry for catfishing and everything. Like that. I know you don't want to see me or whatever. And I said, whatever. I said, if you get an address, can we just talk in person? I ain't you address because you're going to try to screw me. You're going to try to screw me. And I ain't doing that. I told you I ain't doing that or whatever. I said, okay, it's fine or whatever. And then I said, if you want to get an address, you can come on. You want me to come over? I said, you come on. I sent you my address, right? I said, okay, I'm on my way. So I thought he sent a fake address. Because I Googled it. I thought it was a fake address. And so I went, and it was his real address. He was butt naked. And I got a rise. And he still was acting hard to get. And it was one of the best sessions I ever had in Dallas, Texas. And it happened by T.S. Madison makeup artist. And she showed me the messages of her, Madison, and Armand inquiring about me. Armand Wiggins, the same man that act like he don't know me, he thought it was an opportunity to interview somebody to embarrass me. And the man showed me the receipts. He showed it to me. And he said, man, I should have did that. I don't want to come on nobody's show. This is too much, blah, blah, blah. And then he said, don't tell nobody we had sex, Wiley. I said, I ain't going to tell nobody but my audience. Don't tell nobody we had sex. I ain't going to tell nobody a word. I know you recorded me. I said, no, I ain't recording you. All right. And we still had it. So if you know all these things, why you got me here? Because you know I got a big size peen and I delivered that day. Licked and lapped, licked everything, every inch of that body. And I went to sleep in this house. You know you had you some good love making, baby. When you go to sleep in somebody's house, it's good. You know it's trash. You got to get in the car and go. Man, you know it's good. You there sleeping, snoring. It was good. We was both snoring. They was on the phone. They heard it. I have witnesses in here. I'm tired of people denying me, acting like I'm trash, but didn't want to sleep with me in the middle of the night. You need to be exposed because you a hypocrite. Don't act like you don't know who Brother Wiley is. You know exactly who I am. Did all that talking, knowing that you want to sleep with Wiley. So, slept with me, slept together. So we have, right, Brother Paul, have a 100% success rate of catfish. And we are officially retired from catfishing people. We don't catfish. We on Instagram. That picture that you see is on my jack. I'm right there. So confident. So you see me on my jack. Let me see if I can duplicate my jack picture. Give me a sec. I want to post my jack picture, but let me post my jack picture. I was gonna post it. I want to duplicate how I look. So it's me. I know I ain't gonna get none with that ugly picture. So I'm just on it. And I'm just on there to interview people. I ain't on there for sex. Unless I really know. And so Armand, he wanted Wiley. We heard you, sir. Thank you. Man, we back. I'm sorry about mouse. Okay, I'm back. So yes, you heard it. So right there. So and whoosh, I kicked myself out. Poof, heard it. Had witnesses. Okay, so 100%. And people kept asking me. They kept asking me. They said, "Wiley, well, why did you catfish? Why did you do it? Why did you catfish?" And that's a very good question. The reason why we catfish, it wasn't that I thought I was ugly. No, that never was the case. I knew that the gays did not want to sleep with me because of my eye. So what I did, changed my identity to attract the people, the men. And every single one of them slept with me. And let me tell you how I did it. So I would use somebody's picture on my jack. And I will always say I got a roommate. Let me tell you how I did it. I was a pro. So it wasn't just I use another person's picture and they just show up. No. It's a story. It's a story behind. I was a good storyteller. So I would send a message, "Hey, what up, bro? Like, I'm in the city. I'm new to Dallas, whatever. You want to, do you want to chill? Do you want to, smoke or whatever and chill, play the game? I'm just listening to music. I just moved here with my cousin and everything like that. Oh, word, you want me to come through?" I said, "If you want to, you come through. We can come, smoke a little something, chill." So I'll come over. And I'll be at the door. I'm the roommate, so it's fine. I'm there sitting down. And so they would, and then I would say, "Oh man, I'm running late or whatever. I'll be there. I have to go do something real quick." And I'll be there about 45 minutes. So I know that I have 45 minutes to introduce myself to this person. So then we talk. We talk about music. I'm a good talker. Interview. We start laughing, and I got you. And blah blah blah. And before you know it, we start having sex. And then I said, "Oh man, I can't come through. I'm sorry, man." Blah blah blah. I was like, "What's?" And then they was like, "What's going on with you?" I was like, "Well, he just texted me too, and I have two phones. I have multiple devices." Phones in the kitchen, everything. He said he just texted me, so he can't come. I don't know why. But if you want to stay, you are more than welcome to stay. So he was like, "No, man, I'm good. What's that? Let's what do you have to drink?" Because at all of the apartments that I was at, my cousins, they all had liquor everywhere. "Oh, can I drink some of this? Can I drink some of this?" So I said, "Great." So we would get drunk. We would never get drunk. We would drink. And it would be amazing. So it would be so amazing. And some of the people that I slept with, my cousin have already slept with them. Like my cousin have slept with them all. So like Jonathan have slept with them all. So Jonathan will be upstairs. So Jonathan will be upstairs. So he sees everything. So, but he'd be and so when they leave, they would say, "Oh, I was here. Your cousin catfished me. I left." And so they had lied and say, "My cousin catfished me. Your cousin catfished me." Blah, blah, blah. And they didn't know Jonathan heard it all. He have heard it all. He have heard it all. And they'd get up there and lie to Jonathan and about, "Yeah." And I get in the room and I talk to him and they say, "Yeah, your cousin." And then my cousin was like, "I don't know why they be lying to me, girl. I seen it all of y'all sleeping together. I heard y'all mourning. I heard it smelled like sex all in the living room. I'm right in the living room. He's seen it all. Him, Theo, all of them seen it all because they all there. I'm not the only person there. I stayed with two other gays and their boyfriends. So it's gays, nothing in the house." Listen, all of these witnesses in the house. All of these witnesses in the house. And so they all had boyfriends, but they all was hoes. So they would leave and they would go to Tank would sleep with them as well. And then they would complain, oh, but they act like that. Yeah, it'd be like that. It'd be like that. So we have done a 100% success rate. You know what I'm saying? 100%. Absolutely. I never force myself on anybody. These people, they come to the house and we have sex. Have sex. If you come to the house and they ain't the person, why would you come inside the house? They come inside the house is because I got some good things that I'm working with. And I'm an amazing interviewer and talker. And my words is everything. Okay. It wasn't I went to extreme to get the meat. You mean to say I went to extreme to get the butt, not the meat. They got the meat. All right. They were supposed to be saying your roommate, but they slept with you. They messed. Yeah, they was and they slept with me. It happened all the time. I've done it, and I have used Jonathan pictures a lot. It was the same formula, blah, blah, blah. And Jonathan was really good because he was in it on too. Oh, yeah, my cousin was using my pictures. I told him not to use it. Because Jonathan, he never told me to stop because I've been using this picture since Chicago. And it worked. Okay? All right. So it's 100% success rate. I can't give you the number how many people I've catfished, but it's been a lot. Even in Chicago. It is what it is, what it is, what it is. So I've used this picture all the time. All right? I'm retired. I just use my picture, but I've used it all the time. All right. So let's go to the other topic here. Kandi and Jason Lee. So Kandi responded to Jason Lee. And Jason Lee came out on the Breakfast Club and said that Kandi is difficult to work with. Kandi is difficult to be around. And Kandi is this and Kandi is that. And Kandi was like, listen, the reason why I did not want to go on his show, because he trashed me. I ain't going on no show for a man that trashed me. F Jason Lee. Yeah? He got mad because I didn't want to come on the show. And then Kandi was like, would you go on the show to the person that trashed you? No. Jason lied on Kandi because Kandi said no. Kandi likes me, though. Woo. Kandi responded to me, though, Jason. Wouldn't it be messed up, brother Jason, if Kandi come on this show? Speak on it. We are about to speak on it. Would that be so iconic if Kandi would come on this show? Yeah. I know you look like that. Would it, what? Wouldn't it be iconic if Kandi, we are about to speak on it? Every man loves a woman. I so happen to be on the Wiley Show. Now I'm the type of girl that's all to Wiley. Would it be something if Kandi come on this show? Would it be something? We was right over there with Kandi tweeting, talking to her. She was responding to us. We screenshotted it. Wouldn't it be something if Kandi come on this show? Kandi! Come on the Wiley Show. We love you. We ain't clowning you because you a boss. You put the B, the O, the S to the S. In your essence, you're strategic, you're a worker, you keep up with the times, you're an amazing writer, you're an amazing wife, you're an amazing sister, you're an amazing singer, you're a beautiful actress, you're a beautiful director, you're a beautiful producer. Everything about you is everything and some. And if you weren't married to Brother Todd, I will put in my, I will put in my application. But you're a married woman. But I would love to interview Kandi. Kandi! Come on the Wiley Show. And we will have a good show. Jason getting mad. Just like he trashed me. Because he can't control me. So I'm going to make it my business to get Kandi on the show. And that's why we're going to make a lot of blogs about it to get on the show. Dover, I see y'all in the chat. Y'all reach out to Kandi. Hit her DM right now. It's power in numbers. Peaches. Something about your name, sister. God gonna bless you right there, Peaches. Reach out to Kandi. Phoenix, Butterfly, Phoenix. Reach out to Kandi. Alea, reach out to Kandi. Quiet Storm, reach out to Kandi. Send her a message right now. Screen record me talking about Kandi and tag her. Reach out again. Act like that's a bean pie that you want to eat, or sweet potato pie. Reach out. Roger, reach out to Kandi. Libra, send Kandi a message. Allah TV, send a message. We want Kandi on the show. Jason get mad on the Breakfast Club and being messy. Throwing out against a black woman. Dragging a black woman because she said no. And talking about, you was mean to my staff. Sir, you the same man that Jason, that had your staff allegedly carrying cases of water, and that woman said you didn't even offer her a drink. That woman said, she said, Brother Wiley, I would get out into the office and I had to pay for parking. I didn't have the money. I was interning for free. And I would have to get cases of water. I would be so hot. The sweat be dripping in my yoni, sweat down in my pantyhose. And I would go there and he would just grab the water and slam the door and didn't even worry and offer me a towel to get the sweat off of my body. That's the kind of boss he is. I said, sister, you work over at the Wiley Show, we will make sure you won't have sweat dripping down your drawers. Every time you post on the blog, we'll pay you. That's how he is. Okay? All right. So, Kandi, come over to the Wiley Show. And I say this with love. Jason Lee is in his own bubble. And he have surrounded himself with people that kiss his behind. And Jason Lee feels like if I talk about you, you should still come on my show because I am Jason Lee. Jason Lee have an issue dealing with the rejection of the word no. Jason Lee have an issue of dealing with the word no, because when you say no to Brother Jason, it reminded him of his mother that was a prostitute that told him no and that slapped him across his head when she was bringing in clients that wanted to sleep with her in the motel room. So because he never got any counselors and therapy for that type of situation, when it come in that, he cannot deal with the word no. So anytime you say no, it reminded him of his white mother that was a prostitute. It reminded him when he was in child care, and it reminded him when he was in an adoption agency and being over there in foster care and hearing that word no. So hearing the word no, he cannot deal with that. He have to address you and call you trash, because how dare you say no to me? I worked so hard for people to say yes, because when I was 6 years old and I was in that hotel room and my mama closed the door and slapped me across my head and she was a prostitute and all these type of things, and she always said no. When I needed money for some fried chicken and some milk, mama said no. So I built a life around my life and build people around me that always tell me yes, yes, yes. I can't deal with the word no at 40-something years old. I can't deal with that. Just say yes. Never tell me no. So Kandi said no, and it did something to Jason's spirit. He supposed to be that small with a box head at the Breakfast Club to throw out against Kandi. I talked to people in the industry. They say she a mean girl. And her publicist, I was gonna slap him. No, you ain't gonna do nothing but get a lawsuit and thrown in jail. Sit down. You couldn't even help your brother when your brother got taken out. You couldn't even defend him. So how dare you talking about you gonna slap somebody? Where was that when your brother got popped by the thugs? You had nothing to say. You was hiding under the car. Instead of you being there to protect your brother, he was taken out. You didn't do nothing to protect him, but yet you want to drop on another man because a woman saying no. Keep that authority for the people that took out your brother, but you had nothing to say about that. You sat there and let it happen. You did not do anything about that. You remind me of that character in the movie, of the character that goes over there when it comes to power, the little white boy. He's in there in power, whatever that character name. He trying to be about that life, and he can't pull the trigger and all these type of things. That is Jason Lee. He always around the lifestyle, but he can't do the thuggish lifestyle. But yet all he can do is just talking and talk. But when it come about that life, he can't do nothing. He runs and hides like a little boy. That's all he do, run and hide. And then have audacity to block me because I'm too real. And then on his last episode, responding to Wiley. Responding to the Wiley Show. On his last episode with Gaggin. Had something to say about Brother Wiley. His last episode on the season finale, he responded to Brother Wiley. He responded to me. And Armand Wiggins got mad. This man supposed to be in bonjour, 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 you know bonjour. He supposed to be in Paris with his mama and everybody, boyfriend and the dogs. And calling me on the phone, don't talk about Jason. He got jealous because Jason responded to me and he didn't responded to you and you burned his meter. Because the reason why he responded to me instead of you is because he know that Brother Wiley is more talented. And Brother Wiley, he brought my book, and Brother Wiley reviewed my book, and Brother Wiley read my book. Brother Wiley wasn't fake and just bought the book and didn't read it. I actually read that man's book and broke it down from chapter to chapter. You didn't do that. So that's why Brother Jason responded. And then Armand Wiggins thought he can bring his drunken tail on my phone in Paris. Wiley, don't talk about Jason Lee. Look at this liar. Now look at this demon. So I'm going to play dumb. Oh, yeah. But you're going to do what you want to do, Wiley. But listen. Go ahead. Go ahead, Warren. Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening to you. I'm listening. Why are you getting so quiet? I'm listening to you. Don't listen. He ain't gonna never make it in daytime and everything like that. You know, maybe you Wiley, you nighttime. I don't know about you, Wiley. You know, he ain't gonna never make it. Don't let him come in this business and take over. Why would you give him that intro and he doing it for clout? And I'm just listening. This man have called me slow, dumb, psycho, that I'm nothing, that I'm trash, ain't gonna never be nothing. But yet you trying to give me some advice like you care? Liar! Got off the phone. And I talked about Jason Lee. He interviewing Cardi B. It got 20-some thousand views. Got good views. Here go Armand, the man that called me from Paris. Tell you about a hypocrite. Telling me not to talk about Jason Lee. So, he go live. He start talking about Jason Lee show. Liar! You said you didn't like him. You said he was trash. You said he was boring. And then he got exposed. And he went live on Station Head and said, yes, he had no choice but to admit it because we was going to show the evidence. He came out and admitted, yes, I did talk to Wiley. I ain't going to do it again. See, this is what you get when you try to help him. You lying, drunken demon. You never tried to help me, drunk. Help yourself and get off that liquor. How a drunk can help me? Go to AA and get sobered up. You can't help me. You was trying to manipulate me not to talk about Jason. Trying to help me. If you trying to help me, then donate. Send me 20, 30, $57,000. That's some real help. So I get these teeth together and get this eye straight and get these legs together and get the leg surgery and buy all that time. And that you really want to help? You ain't trying to help me, sir. Sit down. When the last time you sent me $45,000? Never! Never tried to help me, general help. Never. It wasn't sincere. So he go over there and Jason did all that. And we still talk about Jason Lee's show. Still to this day. We love Brother Jason. We love Armand. And I told Armand, I said, I talk about people to grow my platform. That's what I do. I talk about people to grow my platform. That's what I do. And Armand and Jason, those two people, they both are in they controlling, narcissistic ways. They get this money and they want people to be beneath them. Armand, though he was trying to get Jason together, but when the dust settled, brother, you're the same type of brother like Jason Lee. The only difference is you dark skinned, you got veneers, you can twerk, you can sing, and you can write records. That's the only difference. But you got that same stuck down personality, narcissistic personality like Jason have. Okay? So don't you try to talk about Tasha at all. You got the same type of personality. Get on the phone with you. You got to talk about everything you doing. You can't talk about, I can't talk about nothing I'm doing. It's always you. You get on the phone, it's always about you. I can't talk about what the Wiley Show doing this, Wiley Show interviewed it. You ignoring everything I'm saying. It's you. That's why I'm doing me. Okay? And then you said, Wiley, you got fans. You got fans in your show. You got so much fans, and you got support. You know, you're growing. You're growing. See, that's why Jason talked about you, because you're growing and they see your impact because you got influence. And then he went right back to Armand about his talents and talked about Tasha, how Tasha did him so wrong. He wanted a crime rant. We got off the phone. He said, well, Wiley, I got to go. I'm going to call you back. And then I tried to call him back. He had me blocked. No, he told me to call him back. He had me blocked. He re-blocked me. The man went back in his phone and hit that block button. Re-blocked me. Re-blocked me. I was supposed to call him back later that day. He had me blocked. Called him that morning, blocked. And so I responded to what happened. And we talked about Jason Lee's show. And then we talked about Jason Lee. He jumped out the bushes and he left a laughing emoji. He's a fan of the show. He watches us. And Armand watches us too. Armand stopped coming up over here because he didn't like that we trashed him. He came up here one time and he didn't like that he was blocked. I bruised his ego. Armand, because I told Armand to hit the link. He didn't want to hit the link and come on the show. He wanted to hit the phone line. So I overtalked him. I got real ignorant. And because I had blocked him at first because he thought he was going to come in the chat and trash me, I blocked him and that bruised his ego. Like, how dare you, bruise? I'm Armand Wiggins. My butt don't stink. I got glistening white teeth. And we blocked him. And then he had to call in. I see that you had blocked me and blah, blah, blah. And I was over-talking and yelling. And then he went over to a woman's platform and she got arrested for fraud. Had about 55, 60, 70, 80 charges of fraud. She got about 80 to 90 charges of fraud in jail. Okay? Yeah. Okay. All right. Excuse me. A blogger reaching out to me. Throwing me mess. So in fraud, she got up there, got with Armand. She and then she started trashing me. Look how people do. Yeah, Wiley, you be talking about Armand. See, I don't want a person to be saying that I got in the platform and I be doing my documentaries. I be doing my trashed me when Armand got on the phone. And Sister Girl was hiding from the law. She hiding from the police. Got 55 warrants. Other counties looking for her. And somebody on YouTube that worked in the government Googled, got the information, and reported her to the police, and they arrested her. And guess who didn't bail out? Armand. Armand didn't bail out. She was locked up. They won't let me out. Then her daughter came out, and good God Almighty, that's a face that needs to be on radio, that needs to be off camera. No offense. Anyway, so she go there and did all that type of stuff. And I said, you did all that talking and had all the warrants. The documentary should have been you, how you did all that fraud. And she ain't been the same since. So, in my clothes, you doing a documentary about everybody else's life, and you got all them fraud charges. Okay? Multiple fraud charges. You couldn't even leave because they had to transfer you to the county, to the city, because you left, moved to another state, trying to hide from the police. And got in an argument with a YouTuber, and they found out your teeth and exposed you. I don't know how these people were able to jump fraud charges and do all that, because I got a warrant, I got arrested, that whatever that came out. So, yeah. Anyway, so thank y'all so very much for tuning in. I'm going to drop the link. All right. Felony charges. And you want to talk about me in the library. And I wasn't even convicted. I'm not a convicted felon. It was deferred. You are felony charges. Don't be asking me who. Send a donation. Some of y'all keep doing all that. We ain't sending that for free. Moderators, make sure you block them if they post the name blocker. If you want to know who, send a who donation. It better be $100 and up, and I'll tell you who. And if you really want to be tell it all, 300. Because that y'all don't be watching YouTube enough. You want me to say who and do a nice little dragon, hit that cash app. No, you didn't send no $100 donation. I said $100. Till then, you just got to be in the dark and tune into the WileyTheTroll.com. All right, so we're going to drop the link if anybody want to come on. I do want to apologize for yelling, but I am passionate. We're not opening up the phone lines. Who is this calling me? Hello? Hello? Yes, who's this? Okay, I need you to mute me in the back. Can you hear me now? Yes, yeah, go ahead, ma'am.
Damn, I didn't mean to be the first one. Hey, Wiley, I love you. I just want to say this first. It's my first time ever calling in.
Mm-hmm. It's good to hear your voice for being a first time caller. How long you been watching the show?
Oh my God. I think I've been subscribed since like the pandemic. I don't really know how long, but I got into YouTube during the pandemic thing. So
I'm glad you're here.
I heard of you through, I can't remember if it was Sasha K or one of them other people, but I heard of you through another YouTuber because they was defending you so hard, and I love the underdog. So I came right over here and I ain't never left.
Well, I love you so very much.
I'm a producer, baby.
I love you. Thank you, sister. And may God bless you.
Yes.
For calling in.
I'm assuming I'm going to become an executive producer, but I'm just a producer right now.
Okay, I love you that you are a producer. And whenever you feel in your power to become an executive producer, I'm ready for you because we're doing a live on Friday. And it's going to be good. So I can't wait. So if you ever want to become that, that's going to be great.
I'm going to soon. Okay, I be in your chat a lot, though. I love you, Wiley.
I love you.
I'm famous butterfly from the chat.
Yes, ma'am.
And, I had said, I was just bull. Can I cuss?
No, man, no cuss unless you send a $500 donation.
Okay, I'm gonna try not to. You know, I'm from the South. It just flows. I'm gonna try not to.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
What you mean you sorry from the South? What?
Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that. You from Mississippi?
Hell no, I'm from Memphis.
Oh, I'm really sorry for you.
Damn, why you sorry for Memphis? Don't do that.
Oh, Memphis.
You don't want us to Chicago.
Oh, Chicago. I feel sorry for people in Chicago. Oh, Memphis is that's so dangerous in Memphis.
Don't put everybody in the box, Wiley. We all got people we hold our head down.
Oh, no, it's dangerous over there in Mississippi. I mean, Memphis. Oh, man, no.
Yeah, it's wrong, but I'm in the house with my kids, so I ain't worried about all that.
Yeah, okay.
But anyway, I was just messing around in the chat, and I said, what's this, throw them hands Thursday? But I'm really loving this. You throwing them hands today.
Yes.
I'm loving it. So I don't know, we might need to make this a thing every Thursday. We're going to hear you talk your shit. I liked it. I'm sorry, I cussed.
Oh, no, don't do that. Go ahead,
your pictures, I love your pictures from your photo shoot. And the picture that you got behind Oliver, like you looking him in the back of his hidden place thing, like I would love that on the shirt. And I wanted to say your famous thing. I wanted to say, stop all that lying with that face right there. I'm about it.
Okay. Love you.
And, I just want to talk about your trolling. I love it. You troll so effortlessly.
Yes.
I understand how people that don't know you take it to heart, but you have to know you to know when you just joshing and when you being serious.
Yeah,
man. You know, I love that. I think everybody needs a friend like you, long as they don't tell you too much of their business, because you're gonna praise them when they right and you're gonna let their ass know when they wrong.
Thank you, Belle, for calling in.
I love that about you.
Love you.
I love that about you.
Love you. Thank you, Belle.
Let me see. I got you hanging up on me?
Because you said 2 cuss words. I got to cut it short.
What I say? Okay, I'm sorry. Just let me know. This is my first time calling. Give me.
I'm so sorry, man, but we don't do no cussing over here. But till like you talking to a white bill collector.
Oh, no, you don't want me to do that. I say a lot of cuss words.
To your boss? You said cuss words to your boss?
See. I don't have a boss. I work for myself, Mr. Wiley. And I also, myself, I'm a CNA. I've been doing that for years. So when I don't do my own business, I do my CNA because I can do that whenever. That's
what's up. Are you single or married?
I'm divorced, single, raising my 2 kids with a disabled son, and I'm doing very well. Thank you.
That's a blessing. So for 1 to 10, how do you look? For 1 to 10.
Well, I'm confident. I'm a 10. So.
Excuse me? So you think you a 10? You say you a 10?
No, I know I'm a 10. I don't care what nobody else thinks, but I know I'm a 10.
Okay. So do men hit on you when you go outside and go to the restaurant?
All the time, Wiley. All the time.
Oh, they do all the time.
Mm-hmm. Can I finish praying for you and calling? It's my first time calling. I just want to, finish my stuff.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to give you your props,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I be saying how people love to hate you and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I root for you. Yes. Like I said, I'm underdog at 1. I love you. I love how original you are.
Yes, ma'am.
You are original. If you're nothing else, you are definitely original. You hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
You have me cracking up. When I get out of school, off work, sometimes I sneak on at school and I be cracking up. They don't even know. I only post out my device. You be getting me in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to tell you I love you.
I love you too. How much do you weigh?
I just started gaining weight at 43. I was 110 my whole life. I didn't have my first child until I turned 30, and that's when I started gaining weight. Mm-hmm. The most weight I have weighed was 143 with my second pregnancy. Since I turned 40, I started gaining more weight. I am now at like 147, and I'm like, I'm 5'9", I think, 5'7", 5'9", I don't know. But I'm tall, I'm slim thick, I ain't, Yeah, I love me.
Are you on Instagram?
I have started Instagram, but I've never been on there. Well, I got to get more active.
Yeah, hit me up on Facebook if you're on Facebook or something. Send me a message.
Yes, I am skinny. I am. I've been skinny all my life. Man, they call me Skinny Pimp. You heard me? I've been skinny all my life.
Okay.
Yeah, but I just thought the most weight now, that's the biggest I ever been. So.
All right. Well, thank you, ma'am, for calling.
I love you, Wiley. Keep doing you. Don't let none of these folks deter you. Keep doing what you're doing. I love you. Keep me laughing. And you're a God-fearing man. And I love you, Wiley.
Love you too, ma'am. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, that's what's up. All right. Little black boy, you beautiful. Oh, I was going to drop the link. Did I drop the link? I'm sorry. I want to make sure y'all is here. Did I drop the link? Little black boy, you beautiful. If I did I drop the link for y'all? Little black boy, you enough. When times get hard, put God first. I'm going to drop the link in here. Hello, he's trying to shoot a shot while he got his sexy voice on. So thank y'all. We for that. Gotta go post some stories on WileyTheTroll.com. I will see you all later. I may hop on Station Head and have a conversation on Station Head with y'all. I think we got somebody behind stage. So, yeah. Oh, can you get it back? I'm sorry.
Okay.
Hi.
Hey, Wiley.
Welcome.
How you doing?
Doing wonderful. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Your live was awesome today, Wiley. That you always off the chain, but today, boy, you gave it to him. So I'm one of your students in your YouTube course, and I've been getting my stuff together. I was here doing my setup. I was listening to you in the background, and I had to champion you and show everybody how you teaching your students, how fire.
Yes.
Yes.
So. And then your boyfriend, because y'all both, I think you was on your boyfriend channel, and your boyfriend, he does that. So are you officially back on your channel, like doing your channel?
I'm officially on my channel, yes. About to start uploading some of the content. And as you can see, we got the background going.
Yes.
Wanted to show off your work.
Yeah, so your YouTube channel is it Naya now?
Yep, it's right there on the screen. Naya now.
And because like I said, you and your boyfriend, y'all, he's more so in, I won't say conspiracy, more so spiritual.
Yes, he touches on a lot of the spiritual topics, some of the conspiracy theories as well. It's really no subject he's not afraid to touch. He's well versed in a lot of different areas. And we're just trying to bring everybody together. And
yes, I'm just glad because I'm glad that you are here, great quality. And it's always about the start, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm glad that you finally have your own channel and people are going to subscribe. And so what are you going to talk about on your channel?
Wiley, me and you still kind of discussing that. I appreciate and value your opinion so much, because like you told us all before, you've been in the streets of YouTube for a very long time, right? And even though it was before, a lot of the hype kind of started in YouTube, what we see, that grassroots, that natural, authentic personality that you bring to YouTube all the time, I think that is just so valuable. And that's what things are starting to go back to, just with a little up in the quality, right? So my personal, passions are talking to people. My background is in media and entertainment journalism and that kind of thing. But what I learned when I was in entertainment journalism before, that it's great talking to celebrities, but at the end of the day, you know, the people is what matter the most, right? People's real stories and how they connect to the celebrity, right? So what I want to bring to the YouTube streets is talking to real people and how they see themselves in the celebrity story, right? So
I agree.
I have a video that I'm about to drop. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying that one of the things me and you still got to get together on is I did a video about Black China and her mother and the toxic relationship between mother and daughter. But I don't just talk about the story, which I like to highlight the story, but I also want to go in depth on how can we resolve some of those issues that we see within our own lives.
Absolutely. And that's going to drop when?
I'm actually gonna drop that this week. Yeah, it's on my boyfriend's channel, Q Reeves, already. But now that there's been so much stuff kind of going on with China, I'm gonna do something on my channel this week.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna share it on my website. I'm glad you give me my testimony. I'm glad that you listen, finally doing your own, you're branching off doing your own. And like I said, the quality is off the chain.
Thank you.
Your backdrop is off the chain. I said that's how it's supposed to happen. And I love that. And I'm just glad you're doing it. I'm glad you're doing it.
Thank you for encouraging me. You know, again, thank you for keeping me encouraged. Thank you for the positive encouragement, the words. You know, I too have a family member who suffered from mental illness, and that's why I love your channel as well, because you kind of give some of that insight and kind of allow me to see, you know, the other side. It makes me want to continue to motivate her and push her to step out here and do and fulfill your passions, no matter what has happened in your life, you know.
Absolutely.
Just keep going, keep pushing, no matter what.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And when that drop, I'm going to talk about it and share it on my community wall and also on my website. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you. And congratulations on the website, man. When the name came out, you know, I actually like the name. I like how you took the spin of with them trying to do something negative or whatever and made it into positive. So that's what's up. That's what's up.
Thank you. Love you. And I'm looking forward to it as well. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you. Look, I gotta ask you this, right? Can I ask you one more question?
Go ahead.
When you touched on, now this the messiness. I want to get messy. When you touched on earlier in the conversation about how Storm, when he originally was like on your channel when you were confronting him about being blocked, right? And you just straight asked him, and he was kind of touching the subject, wasn't really saying whether or not, you know. I was listening live that day, and I picked up on the same thing. I was like, I don't believe him. I just don't. I love how you just came right out with it today and said, I mean, I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it.
Right. Absolutely. And he admitted it that he had it blocked. You know, the name blocked.
The name, but it took him so long to say it though. Like, just say it. If you in the background of the studio, the YouTube studio, you had to have typed that. Just say it.
Just say it.
Look, you know, everybody had today. Everybody had. I couldn't believe you did it. Oh my God. Thank you, Wiley. Thank you for keeping us not only entertained, but just being out there.
Go and subscribe to her channel. The moderator just dropped her link in there. Make sure y'all subscribe so she can be monetized.
Thank y'all so much.
And it's going to happen. Like I said, it's always about the consistency, and you will see it. And then you will be like making 80, 90, 100,000, you know, 200,000. We're going to speak that in existence, you know.
Thank you. Thank you. I received that. I humbly received that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Love you.
Yes.
Thank
and
you.
Same to you. I love how today you were just pouring into yourself and speaking life over yourself and just saying it, you know. No, I'm going up.
Yes.
So, yeah. I'm no matter what, Wiley, I'm going to stay in your school as a mentor and keep supporting what you're doing because, like I said again, I love the authenticity and I love how you supported me and made yourself accessible. That's something we do in our business as well over at the Q Reeves platform with my boyfriend. We make ourselves accessible because people you never know what's going on and you never know what people are dealing with. And, we got to just be out here to help one another, lift each other up.
I love you. Thank you for coming on.
I love you too, Wiley. Thank you.
And they said they subscribe, man. That's good.
Oh, thank you, guys. That's it. I really appreciate it. It keeps me encouraged. It'll keep me encouraged to just get out here and help.
Oh, yes. So thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Talk to you soon.
Thank you. Talk to you. Oh, wow. That's such an honor. Bye. That is such an honor. Oh, my God. That's so great. That she
drop
came.
Me down, or I'm just gonna keep sending
you down. Okay, let me drop it down. Okay. Okay, thank you. That was so amazing that she came on, and yes, she is one of the students your YouTube consultation. So if you want to join, and we was giving her advice because when she came to me, she said she was on her boyfriend's channel, and I told her, I said, you want to create your own channel. And be consistent because I think a lot of people, they reach out and they just want just a secret. But one of the secrets, of course, we go over strategies, but one of the main ones and the foundation of it is consistency. So I'm just so happy that Naya now just came on and I'm pleasantly surprised. I mean, the quality is together, and the only thing else she just have to do is consistency. That's it. All right. So I can't wait to see drop her episode. I'm going to air it on, share it on my community wall. And so once you get a YouTube consultation from the Wiley Show, we share it. You come on the show, and we also post you on the website. So you are already being introduced to an audience. It's not like I'm just going to give you strategies and not promote you. That comes with, the package that comes with what we operate with. Like we had posted on the community wall, we will do these type of things so you can come on and do all this type of stuff. So that's exactly what we do. And like I said, we have been doing it for a long time. And I'm just excited. I'm just really, really excited. So we dropped the link and everything like that. Hold on, what is this? Hello, Phoenix. I see somebody to say Phoenix. You there?
Hello?
Yes, because I know it was muted. Okay, I can hear you now.
Hi.
Welcome. Do you have something to say about the subject?
Yeah, I just want to say that I love you.
Yes.
I've been for a minute. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, I just want to say that I love you. I've been here for a little minute. I don't want to really say about anything. You do a great job all the time. You have me cracking up all the time. And one thing I know for sure, well, I ain't gonna say I know for sure, but I'm gonna say that I think it's TS definitely got them lawyers on standby. She ain't got nothing else.
Yeah, she can have it on standby, but just because you got a lawyer on standby, that doesn't mean you're gonna win. Because Tasha had a lawyer and she lost.
True.
So you can have 55 lawyers. That don't guarantee that you're gonna win the case.
No, it's never to guarantee you're gonna win. It's never that.
Thank you, ma'am, for coming on. Anything else you want to add?
No, just I love you. Now see some, and I'm taking the class. So see you soon.
Oh, thank you. I love it. I will love that. Thank you so very much, sis. Love you. All right. So that was amazing. And like I said, if anybody want to take the course, all you have to do is go to wileyshow@gmail.com. We answer email. We get on the phone with you. You got to have your money. Because my time is money. Like it takes time to sit down with you and give you strategies. So thank you all so very much. I gotta go focus on the site. I will see y'all later. Do you want to be a blessing? If you're going to be a blessing to the Wiley Show, we have Zelle, wileyshow@gmail.com for Zelle. We also have the Cash App. If anybody want to contribute to the Cash App at $Marquise Wiley 28. if you want to contribute to the platform, that's where we at. So I just want to say thank you all for your amazing support. This has been awesome, and I will see the rest of you all on WileyTheTroll.com. So super excited for that. Thank you all so very much, and I will see y'all in the next video. All right, this was fun. All right, gotta go. Talk to you later. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you enough. When times get hard, always put God first. Father God, in the name of Jesus, Lord, we thank you for blessing us another day. Well, I'm asking you that you watch over us as we transition into this other venture, that we get millions of listeners and viewers and visitors on the site, on the YouTube channel, Instagram, TikTok. Well, I'm asking that you watch over the subscribers, watch over them and their homes, their families. In Jesus' name I pray, Lord, watch over their finances. Bless them. Heal them in their body for those that need it. Give us ideas to take this show to the next level. In Jesus' name I pray. Thank God. Amen. So I just want to say thank you all so very much for that. Amen to y'all. And we'll be back on tonight. And we will see y'all tonight. Peace.